Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the Stardust podcast. My name is William Key, and with me now we have Carter Key, and we have Anthony Cusmano.
I'm happy to be here!
Is that going to be your intro?
That's my intro for every time.
And we have Chris Cusman, and joining us is our first guest host, Emily.
Hey.
Hello, how's it going? So, guys, what's going on?
School's out.
School's out?
About fucking time.
Oh, right, yeah. That should have been a top story.
Why isn't it?
Everybody's top story.
Oh, the top story today, school's done. The crying is over.
I gotta start fucking picking my camera out of wherever the fuck it is in my room and start recording again.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. I was gonna mention I wanted to do the game pickups video.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I've bought like 2 games this semester.
one of these days, I'm actually gonna finally sit down and record a video and be like, "Hey, Will173 channel, I'm gonna close you down and never make videos on you again." Actually, I'm not gonna close it down. I'm just not gonna put videos over there.
Why?
She has to go in the cage. I'm sorry. She sees a squirrel. She's gonna bark at it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's why.
Ooh.
That's why we always kept her in the cage. Sorry for that.
Alright. Well, our first topic today was just to talk about Pokemon.
Yeah.
You sound so depressed. I'm sorry, guys. We have nothing. We're not. We're just gonna talk about
Grown
Pokemon.
men talking about Pokemon.
I mean, like, we tried to find something good to talk about.
And failed.
Pokemon.
But Pokemon.
Alright, so yeah, you're saying Black and White 2 is a thing now?
Yes, Black and White 2. And what makes it different from the other ones is that it's not an expansion, it's in fact a direct sequel. So instead of like it takes place in the same region, but you get to start as new characters. There's going to be like new gym leaders. The starting Pokedex is going to have 300 Pokemon instead of like 150. So this is before you beat the Elite Four and shit like that. And apparently there's going to be like 2 new versions of that weird Ice Dragon guy, who I don't really give a shit about his name, but...
They say this game is like 3 years after the first one.
I think it's 2.
Two-
It's 2 years
2 or
removed.
3
Is it
one
2?
of the two.
I don't know.
And like the entire fucking place
Is
started
it like
with
I feel like we're almost not qualified to talk about this anymore because like do any of us give a fuck about Pokemon?
Not really.
No.
I like.
Well, you never
2 years. Who said 2
I
years?
said
build
two.
stuff
And
on
that's
and
right.
shit.
Yeah,
Alright, so...
Yeah.
yeah, but 3 years.
So
is
basically,
fine.
there's a new starting city, there's a new rival, and you're gonna press your picture. I can see that.
Why?
Oh, this goes to all the pieces. One piece.
all one piece that I've written.
So yeah.
'Cause I'm a rightist.
What? So what is there to say? Like,
Well, like
it's
I'll
just
be honest, like was Gold and Silver like you could almost call that a direct sequel to Blue and Red, with how you.
But what would you call Crystal? Because
that is more of like a that's almost like
essentially this
that's
is
the
what Black
expansion
and White
to
2 is trying to be. I mean, they're not creating a Pokemon Gray or anything, and that's what everyone was suspecting that they would be.
I-
So.
Wouldn't Crystal technically be like what Final Fantasy does some of their games, like how they have like
You're thinking of
X2?
Crystal.
no, not really. I would like it really is just a third.
No. I'm thinking of the sequels actually. Like Black and White 2
Oh.
would be like the X2 or the
Sure.
13 2.
Actually, yeah, it's a lot like that.
Yeah.
Thanks
But
for
like-
bringing that up. Actually, that makes sense.
That's a much easier way to look at it. Yeah, but I hate it.
We
I
hate that.
fucking hate this idea.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, they're just gonna... The idea of bringing out the 3rd version, I dig it, because there's always, like, something new and awesome in the 3rd version. Like, in Crystal, bad example, I don't think there was anything new in Crystal. No, you got Rayquaza, or something.
Well, I mean,
No, that's
the
third
whole-
gen.
I think in Crystal they had a different thing going on with Suicune, where it's like, okay, he's not going to run away from you,
and it gives you a whole new quest line, right?
something like that.
And I'm
Like,
like,
this in
I don't
itself
even
isn't
remember the whole
entirely.
story with the legendary dogs. Like, how the hell did you have to do that? Just randomly run
You went
around
into the burnt
grass?
tower in, like,
They were-
shit-fuck city.
And they were all like
Every time
packing
you
them
went to a
out, and they
place,
all
you
just kind of
jumped
dispersed.
around all these other places and ran away
But,
in half a second.
Like, every time they bring out 2 new games,
I love that guinea pig.
What time is it?
it's
At
fucking
7:00.
7:30.
I was supposed to feed him.
If you want
You're a
to,
dick.
That was smooth.
go ahead and
Oh,
feed him.
Alright.
Alright, keep going, keep
Yeah.
talking. Keep talking.
You officially fail at life.
You're a terrible
Fuck up,
person.
you guys rushed into starting
This is gonna be an audio thing, anyways. What the fuck does it matter?
What about the videos?
Hector, have some.
But it was
This is
only
not-
funny if I start slapping the shit out of somebody.
Or talking about your dick or something like that.
Alright, keep going.
All right, so
Speaking of my dick,
Anthony, so you don't like this idea?
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of growing on me now that I hear there's like new gym leaders and shit like that. But like the whole idea of like expanding the starting Pokedex doesn't appeal to me at all. Because there's always enough Pokemon
I feel like
But
this is
they're
good.
saying they're not adding any new Pokemon. They're just keeping the same.
They're giving you more to choose from at the beginning, though.
Yeah, like they're choosing
Well, in
from
Black
the
and
past.
White-
No, they're choosing from the past Dexes.
Right,
the
right.
past
But like,
generations.
fuck it. Like, there's always
This is
enough.
essentially gonna be like Diamond and Pearl, because Diamond and Pearl had mixed the Pokedex, but it was in a more condensed, like 150.
I liked that.
Pokemon. This
I
one
didn't
is
play
like
much Diamond Pro, but I liked that.
yeah, this one's like 300, but now it's like okay, 2 years have passed. I guess maybe old Pokemon have moved into these regions. There's like new areas to explore, and well in Black and White there were a lot of areas apparently under construction in the game or something like that. So I guess
Okay.
those areas will be built.
I just
And half of the region's frozen because of the the main guy that's on the box or whatever.
I guess if
Nice
you really,
guy.
I guess if you really look at it like just an expansion, sort of like a crystal version or a yellow version, it works. But like I don't know the way I was thinking about it, because like, there's a black 2 and a white 2. There's 2 different games. It's almost like it's a whole new generation of Pokemon, and it's not.
I was hearing something as well, and I don't know, like, I wasn't going to stick to this, but now I don't know if I want to or not. Because
Okay.
I'm still going to get the game because I want to try it. But they said if you had purchased white, that you get white too. And if you purchase black, you get black too. So it's like,
Like for free.
well, no, not for free, but I mean, like, if you, say you purchase Pokemon Black,
Okay.
you pretty much have to purchase black too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You can't go and say, oh, I want to try white because maybe they have specific Pokemon in that game that I didn't have in black. So,
I would say the opposite. I think you would want to get white 2 if you got black, because yeah, they have the other Pokemon.
and that's what I was thinking before, but like, they never specified why that is. You have to stick to the same colored version of the game or whatever.
It might be like something happens to Black City or Jizz Forest, whatever the hell it's called.
Just forest. Oh. It did, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Is it White Forest?
It's White
I thought it was
Forest.
Jizz Forest.
Well, it's about the same. I mean, whatever. But I mean, the reason I like the idea is that it's not an expansion, so it is like a direct sequel, and they have a new story that they're
I just like-
telling with these new characters.
Yeah. I think another problem with me, sorry, is like I hate the story of Pokemon. Like I don't feel like it matters.
Shut up.
Like I love like the first couple games because you're just some dick kid running around beating the shit out of other people's Pokemon with your superior
Yeah, I guess
guys.
like after many years of Pokemon games, we're getting too.
Maybe
old
it's
for
getting
it.
old now. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
Or
old
let her
for
out
me
of the
now.
cage. Fuck, I don't want to keep hearing like
Yeah. Sounds like someone's knocking at the door.
If we're gonna do that, we're gonna have to close
Yeah,
the
blind
blind.
it.
Because
that
if she
she's still
sees something
gonna-
out there, she's gonna bark like crazy.
You know, but she's still gonna look at the
This
wall.
podcast is already ruined.
It's not.
I quit. This is ridiculous.
Fucking him up.
I've never been a part of something so haphazard.
So, Chris, do you have any thoughts on this? Pokemon?
Chris,
It-
you're also blind.
I'd rather just stick to the older shit. I think it's more or less confusing. I think they get lazy with the new Pokemon.
I
I don't
think
like
that's
the way
the
they
word.
look.
I
I
think
don't
that's the
like
word.
the names. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, I used to like being able to remember all the names of the Pokemon. Now I don't.
Exactly.
Sometimes when
It's
I like someone's
it's
like, if they're
But you've
playing
been
that
keeping
one
up.
of
Like,
those-
would you say you've been keeping up with Pokemon?
yeah,
Yeah.
I play
And
every
you
game.
still can't recognize every Pokemon?
yeah. So
Sometimes
it
not
goes
unless
like-
they have their name next to them. So it's
'Cause,
like
yeah,
if
like-
I go online and see an image of like, Spoink, just randomly.
fuck?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Ruby and
yeah.
Sapphire.
I
So
don't
that
think I
stupid
know.
thing that might not like connect with me right away unless like the name will pop up
See,
next
like-
to it. So I guess it depends on like if I haven't played the game in a long time, that there's gonna be some Pokemon I will forget, but I will recognize like what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
well, this is kind of like how it went for me. Like I started at blue, and
Yeah.
that was everybody.
We all started back then.
Yellow, gold,
Right?
sapphire, emerald, and diamond. After that, I stopped. Like I like diamond. That was actually good.
I have Diamond version. I've played all of 30 seconds.
Well, I
And I
know,
have platinum too, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah.
I know I'm probably gonna get it. I'm not gonna like.
This is white too, you saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do what I did for my my channel before, where I'm gonna record it because I want to try playing it like a normal person.
That would be a smart idea.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel
This
like
is-
once I started looking into like really like doing Pokemon for a playthrough, I found I couldn't go back to like playing it for fun. Like
Well-
it gets to the point where it's like, do I have an OP water type? No. Okay, I need an OP water type.
and what's hard about playing games that you go back to and like you already know what's happening is like, you don't know what to say in that point. It's almost like, okay, so the next thing that's gonna happen here is that this thing's gonna happen, and then it happens, and it's like,
And you're
oh.
like, I totally predicted that and planned accordingly.
What was better about my Pokemon White playthrough is like
You
maybe
didn't know.
halfway through the
You didn't
game.
know.
Well, I watched maybe like up to the 5th gym leader, but after that, I didn't know. Yes, thank you. And
I'm sorry. Well,
so anything else that came to me was just like, oh, spontaneous, fun, awesomeness. I'm gonna catch this guy. I don't know who the fuck he is, but whatever. And shit happened.
yeah, I don't know how my commentary came out on my blue playthrough. I'd like to think it was at least somewhat funny.
No,
at
you
times.
you made yours funny, which is good. But
Did
you're a
you
funny
finish
guy.
that?
Yeah, Blue's done.
Yeah.
Blue's dead. I killed him.
Oh, you mean you killed Chris, your rival, Chris?
Oh yeah, I beat you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beat you.
I beat you like the woman you are.
So I beat you first, huh? Thank you. Everyone
I
needs
was
to
waiting
know
for
that.
Andy to like literally get up and just
Just
backhand.
like backhand him.
What the hell? It was just totally.
Do you have any thoughts on Pokemon?
Pokemon.
I had overheard that you don't like the Pokemon series.
I don't like Pokemon. No, I never got into Pokemon.
No?
At
No.
all.
Ever, even the playing cards when it first came out. I remember.
The cards I understand, because the cards are stupid.
Yeah, but then yeah.
I would disagree. I would disagree.
It's all about
the
magic.
Pokemon card battle system, whatever the fuck, is kind of deep. It's kind of deep. There's energies. There's bench Pokemon. You can deal damage. It's nice. Go fuck yourself.
But I
Thank
feel
you.
Go fuck
Thank
yourself.
you.
But it's like, I don't know. Like,
I mean,
when
it's
watched
no
the
Magic the Gathering, but it's close.
compared to like Yu-Gi-Oh, which was like literally centered around a card game. Like it
Which was awesome.
Magic
Yeah.
thinks you
Pokemon centered around the games. It centered around like it didn't center around like they weren't playing cards and like a monster activated as in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right.
Like, so
right. No, you're right. You're
that's
right.
why Yu-Gi-Oh was a lot easier to understand. And I think if they did make a Magic TV show, of course it would be around playing
That
cards.
would be really weird.
It would.
actually.
It would be interesting to see the Planeswalkers fuck around and try to screw with each other.
There was another show that did
They have a
that.
graphic novel for
Cards. I think it was Duel Masters. I think
Duel
it was
Masters, yeah.
yeah.
They printed the cards for a short time, and then I was the only one who bought them, so it went out of business.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for Pokemon. I don't
Yeah,
know what else to say.
nothing to say on Pokemon. It always
Yeah,
sucked. It
nothing
always
to
will.
Yeah, basically
Ooh,
that's
next
mine.
topic.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, Emily thinks it sucked. It always will.
Oh.
Actually, this is gonna be our Red vs. Blue discussion.
All right, so we're going to.
Have you ever seen Red vs. Blue?
Yeah, Emily, have you ever watched those Red vs. Blue web series?
Yeah,
Comic
you were
web
talking
series?
about
No, I have not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You've played Halo, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much that.
It's
Oh,
basically
you've heard of it,
it's
though,
basically like a show
No?
made.
The Red Blue.
Red vs. Blue.
Red versus
Good
Blue.
day.
Yeah.
Good day.
Fuck you. Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, basically, so like this past week and a half has been like I randomly started getting back into Red vs. Blue because
Terrible decision.
I don't know why, but like all of a sudden, as soon as I started getting back into it, they decided to release their season 10 teaser trailer.
Oh.
Yeah. So I showed Chris it. I don't have to show you because we're not going to really talk about the trailer because not
Okay.
much really happens. At the end of it, though, they show a new character. Shut up. Basically, this new character is supposed to be the Meta's AI, or like the Meta's one of the characters in the show. Like,
Yeah.
He's that weird guy who makes all like the growling noises and all that.
Oh,
He wears
okay.
white armor. And what's interesting is that he is voiced by Frodo.
Oh, really? Whoa, they got fucking.
Yeah, they got Elijah Wood to play.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I was surprised by that, and I was like, oh man, this is really cool. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
You're contributing a lot to this.
So I mean, the trailer isn't much to talk about, but I thought maybe like we can have like a general discussion on like how we feel about the series as a whole. I guess. So like obviously there's 9 seasons, and you didn't watch the new ones. I kind of showed you random episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I was done after what, season 5, was it?
Yeah,
I think
most
we
of
can
you
all.
kind
I
of
think everyone else who's
the
actually
enjoyability
seen,
factor kind of ended after season
The
5.
what, sorry? The,
Enjoyability. I made that word up.
well, I think enjoyability.
But-
you mean the enjoyment?
I think
Enjoyment
we
factor.
can agree
Oh,
that
that's a
seasons
real
1 to 5 were the best.
They were the
Thank
best.
you.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
just like how Pokemon Blue is the best. Pokemon Red.
Gold and silver might
You
be
know,
better.
all right. You
Actually,
know what I have
you know
a
what,
thing.
why did I say that?
You know what?
Sorry.
You know what I think
That was
about?
awesome.
With
I
something that kind of-
I would argue,
Shit, I hope we're not getting back into Pokemon.
we are.
No,
We
I
are.
have something
We're
to
gonna
say.
fight now.
I have something to say.
We are.
That
What?
kind of connects Red vs. Blue and Pokemon
And
together.
Okay, the internet.
No,
I don't know
no.
what
I
you're
was
say.
saying like the reason why we hang on to the
'Cause
like
Red
the
and
older,
Blue?
no, the
Pokemon Red and
older.
Blue?
Shut up for a sec. The older stuff
No, I'm not gonna shut up.
more than I will fucking smack the shit out of all of you. Right? Like the reason like we like seasons 1 to 5 of Red vs. Blue, and this is the reason we like the older versions of Pokemon.
Not because we're hipsters. Don't call me a hipster.
Because the
No,
old
it's
shit's
just like the
better
new
and the
stuff.
new shit's
I thought
better.
hipsters like the old stuff.
No, hipsters like new shit.
It's
Like
just like the black keys, black frame glasses.
We call them black keys.
Thank you. I don't know who the fuck they are.
But,
My
like-
sister likes them.
I guess it's because like.
Good.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay.
Okay.
I love how Carter cannot go on with his
You
comment.
guys won't shut the fuck up.
Carter, but you always take your time when you're talking.
Spelling.
William Shatner. Okay.
Because they overcome.
Shatter.
When you guys keep interrupting me, I can't fucking finish my sentence. See,
He's getting
like
mad.
that. And because they keep on fucking complicating things. There.
This table's
That's it. That's all I was gonna say.
This table's
They
already
keep
partially
overcomplicating.
broken.
Because with things like the storyline and stuff, they like at the beginning of the
They add
game,
too
you were
much.
just they add too much. At the beginning of games like Pokemon, it was just you know, you're a kid going around trying to catch Pokemon, and in the later games they add a storyline to it, and they keep overcomplicating things. Same with Red vs. Blue, which is about people fucking around in Blood Gulch, and they add an actual storyline to it.
But that's all.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I would like to speak. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Carter, I'd like to continue this topic, but Carter, you need a hug.
We'll fucking slap you.
Like, okay. Will, you had a point.
Yeah. This happens in pretty much every game series ever. I think. Like this is almost it's its way of getting a new audience or like gathering a new audience.
Which is kind of fun. Which I find kind of funny. I don't know if it's ironic, but they're trying to get the newer audiences, but they're overcomplicating the storylines at the same time.
Oh yeah. So like the current audiences.
I don't know.
Will either love it or hate it.
I don't know.
I mean, like I love it for different reasons. Like I like that they kept the old characters, but I liked how they put how like these two worlds kind of like combined, and it's like the way they kind of interact with each other. So it's like this world of like completely stupid soldiers gets tossed into a world where it's like this really complicated story about freelancers and like a really deep AI story and stuff like that, where there's a lot of serious topics that I mean, obviously it's a fictional story, but like I don't know. I just like to see how they kind of like mix it in there. So now it's like, oh, these guys actually have a reason for being on this planet, as if because before they didn't know why they were there. That was the whole question. Why are we here?
So it answers the question. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying. Well, it answers their question. Now it's like, why are we here? Oh, we're just here to fight the war and to survive. I guess I don't know. So I mean, I liked it because like it focused on a little deeper story with.
But isn't that kind of a responsibility if you're gonna start a game with a question like that? Or like a series, like if you're gonna bring out a question to an audience, like it is a responsibility to bring a story to it. Otherwise, you're kind of just failing.
I think at the beginning of Red vs. Blue, it's
they didn't think it was
really
gonna
just
last
sticking
that
It
around.
was starting as an experiment.
Weren't they
wanted
gonna
to
go
see
8
what was
episodes in? But then they realized they had this question.
Their last episode, well, in episode 8 they killed Church, and they were gonna say, okay, that's it for him. But then
They
Because everybody loved Church.
They had a fan base. No, they were growing a fan base in these episodes. And then when episode 9 came out, they were like, okay, this is the start of something bigger. And that's when they started talking about freelancers and stuff.
That's a good point.
And the entire
That's
time,
That's text shows up before episode 8, right?
Tex shows up in episode like 10 or
Oh.
11 or something. Nope, maybe
Didn't they
like
talk
12.
about it before that though? Like way before
but they-
that? Like Church started speaking about like
Yeah, like
freelancers
by
and
episode
whatnot, and now it's
9 or
getting
10.
involved? Or is that when he was a ghost?
Yeah, he started talking about it as a ghost. Like, so
So this is what we start talking about. It's like, was this before the first time Church died, or
Maybe like
after
the
the
fifth?
second time he died and he went into Tucker's
And
brain
then we
and killed
find
people
out
with a
like 8
lightsaber?
seasons
And
later he doesn't really exist. That bullshit.
was he using Cabooses' brain when he
Yeah.
killed people with a
Everyone
lightsaber?
was stupid.
Right. And he was like, yeah, I'm like a fucking Jedi. Oh, you're both dead. That's probably the best
dead.
part of fucking
Quick, someone kill me!
Someone kill me!
Why?
So sorry,
Oh.
Carter,
Great.
or Anthony or someone, anyone have an opinions on like the series and like where it's gone? Because I mean, I already kind of specified mine.
Alright,
And,
I don't mind it.
I love you, bro.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against it, but it needs to die.
I can understand.
I understand that it has gone on
for.
for too long, but
It and
they do gotta
Pokemon need to
conclude.
die.
either that or they,
5's the best. That's my opinion.
What was that?
Go to you.
Oh, 1 to 5.
Yeah, seasons.
That's what I said. Everyone can agree. One
But I
to five is
mean-
the best. So.
my
I feel
question
like if
is,
you really nitpick
I've
my
seen
question
them
is,
all.
fine,
like Chris, you have seen them all, but
Yeah.
like, what is it about 1 to 5 that, like, obviously
The way
it's
they
nostalgic
act,
value,
it's they're funny. There's a storyline, and it's not that complicated. When you get more into the series, it gets so complicated. Unless you're a really hardcore fan, you're not going to be into it. You're going to be kind of like.
How often
Which
do
all
new
the-
episodes come out?
Which all depends on if you're the hardcore
once a
fan.
week,
or not.
usually.
Once a week?
Yeah, but you
that's
kind of
good.
drift
If you die out
you
from the
drift
series,
away
then you
from
know
it.
that you're not
The
you're not a
first-
hardcore
sorry.
fan of the series.
That's a good
But I
point. See, I
still-
just stopped watching. Like, I'm a bad person.
But I still like episodes 1 to 100. Like, I'll watch them again, even though I've seen them like 3-4 times. I still.
What
find
I'm
them
saying though is
hilarious
like,
as
if we
hell.
had gotten together and like watched the series from the beginning to finish, even with the new seasons, would you guys even watch the new episodes, or?
You know, I'd probably stick around and at least
Try to pay
get my feet
attention?
in them, right?
we talk about marathon.
Like a marathon.
like
yeah.
America, like
Literally
fucking
watch.
I've got
five.
seasons 1 to 8.
One
We
to
got
five.
4 months, man. 4
Fucking-
months.
Wow.
Use some Fifi and just
What I'm saying is like even like the newer episodes that
We're gonna need a lot of snacks. That's all I got to say.
a lot of junk.
We're gonna eat like
We'll take breaks in
8 bags
between.
of chips.
we'll take shifts. Like one person watches it for a few episodes while the other two go play soccer.
Play soccer. Where'd
Actually,
you
we-
get that from?
We've even failed to mention that one thing, like in season 8 when they finally brought in that Monty Ohm to do all that
Who the hell?
animation.
Oh,
he did all the
yeah, sorry.
animation stuff.
Oh, my
And I know I showed you those episodes where there's a lot of fight scenes going on.
That's yeah. Okay, sorry. Continue. But like,
So, like,
that's what gets me.
I mean, in season 9 they went overboard, and I know Carter argued with me about this, and you said something to me that I didn't understand at first. I don't remember. when I said how the action in
is
season,
great.
the action in season 9, how it was, well, like over.
Okay, hold on.
Dramatized? I don't know.
He said it wasn't realistic.
Okay.
Have you seen the Halo universe? You're really gonna try to ask realism out of this kind of universe?
Fair
We're fighting
enough.
aliens. Never. I'm not
And we
even.
are super soldiers.
I'm
Here's
not
the
even
thing that
gonna.
gets me. My buddy, a pal of mine in school actually brings this up. You are a super soldier in Halo, yes?
Yeah.
You're like a cyborg or you're a complete robot
So,
with
yeah,
a sentient brain.
Pretty much.
You're basically a robot.
Yeah.
The SMG in Halo 2 shoots like this. What the fuck, Halo? If you shoot the SMG in Halo 2, it's like,
The kick is
I
so
swear that's the only game that does that.
horrendous.
yeah, but like, what the fuck happened to the SMG? I'm Rambo on steroids.
It's
Like,
the same game where you can dual wield needlers. So.
exactly.
And I love that so
And
much.
you can vault yourself 3 yards. Like, it's commando lunging before commando lunging was hated by everybody. Like,
Then when Call of Duty
But I mean-
made it so much
okay,
Alright, don't call it.
I guess my
Oh,
real
yeah.
question is like,
God.
is not towards like what did you guys think of that animation quality? Like, did you think it
I don't think it was
Amazing,
the place.
and they overdid it.
I don't
Well,
think it's the place.
And then the fight with
I think
Tex,
like
that
it was cool when
ridiculous.
like the first time they used it because you're like it was
Well,
shock
okay, when
value.
the first time I used it, I was scared because I thought, oh shit. Now, because I was in season 4 or episode 4, I think they introduced it when like Griff came through the wall or something like that. And when I saw that, I was like, shit. Now it's gonna be like this every episode.
I think that's
Isn't that what ends up happening though?
Well,
No, they
in some points,
they
but
did
then
trying
they
to show
transition back between like the holding the guns thing and kind of like the animations where like they're moving around.
They're
But
trying
I
to
thought
get
that
as
they were-
creative as possible, though. Like you can understand where they're going from, but then they're pushing it. They should just
I think-
stick to simple stuff.
I
Not
think
with these
they're-
huge fights that last 5-10 minutes.
No, but this I think they're
It's
trying to
like,
get away from Halo. They're trying to get away from the average machinima and make something completely
Machinima?
unique.
Yeah,
Because like everyone's
shot.
trying to make a machinima
Machinima.
nowadays.
I
Yeah,
mean,
go
they're
fuck
trying to.
yourself.
When they're using any games to just make up their own show, like
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone
now,
uses Halo.
in
nowadays.
season 9, they introduced like a lot of the freelancers in the backstory were taking off their helmets and shit, so you can see their
Mhm.
actual faces and stuff.
So they're trying to get away from
Which is
that.
actually
They're
starting to
doing
scare me
things
because
you
if they
can't
start
do.
doing, what if they do that with like the characters that we know and love,
And then-
like
and then, like you
Sergeant?
said-
Like you see Tucker's face.
That's how
Yeah,
people
then
drift
that
away from
I
the
feel
show.
like then I'm gonna
Like
find a
something like that.
disconnect.
They
with
might
those
not
characters.
like
That's a good
that in
point.
the show.
'Cause,
They
like,
just wanna stick
You
with
didn't hear
it.
anything I said, did you?
No, I
Tucker's
didn't
face
know
really
what you
is
said.
his mask. Like if
Yeah.
I ever saw a face
Okay,
under that mask,
what I
I'd
was
be like,
saying
"Oh,
was
fuck."
like, you know, in season 9 when the freelancers were removing their masks and
Yes,
stuff.
I know.
I was
You're
saying,
dick.
what happens if like the characters that we've grown to know and love start removing their masks as of like season 10?
Like imagine if Simmons or Lopez is Lopez even alive still?
No.
It's not a bad thing. It'd just be weird.
Imagine if
But
Lopez comes back.
I
and
feel
speaks
like
more
I see
Spanish.
a disconnect from those
I
characters
hate
because
it.
like the way
You hated Lopez?
Nah, he's weird.
like
No
there's
one
almost
really-
like a mystery.
You
with
imagine
that
you imagine you made up their face, what they look
mask. You
like.
kind of like everyone
and if
would
you
kind of
see
imagine
something
their
else
face.
that's like not what you imagine, you'd be like, "That's not the character."
I had that
know
problem. Like
about.
I was reading Game of Thrones and I saw an episode recently and I was like, "That's what that fucker looks like." Fuck yourself.
Yeah. So everyone has a different like,
And like that's the real
opinion on
problem.
it.
Like when it's almost the same thing. When you read something, and you imagine something for yourself, and then you're told what it looks like.
I
Like,
agreed.
But I mean like
well, no, like it'd be the same thing if I showed you Tucker's face and I said this is Tucker's face, you'd be like, no, it's not.
But they've been
I
clever.
imagine him
In the
to be a
first
black
5
guy.
seasons. They were very clever with it. They kept like with especially Tucker and Simmons. I think
Yeah.
they kept saying how Simmons was like Dutch Irish or something like that.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
kept teasing about his background and how Tucker was, his first name was Lavernius or something, which is like a
Lavernicus?
black
Yeah,
name
he's
or something.
Lavernicus, yeah.
So they kept hinting that he was black, and
So
so
it
like
doesn't sound anything like that.
that
You
starts
just
to
make
change
stuff
your
around
perception
there,
of what
yeah.
the character is at that point. But I mean,
That's
Small
different than
little-
showing you their face.
small
you know?
little
The
hints
funny
at
thing
that
is,
you
though,
can
you
easily
guys-
forget as well. Too.
You guys were talking about like imagining their face. I always just stuck to the color.
Yeah, like
That's
Tucker
the
is always just a green mask. to
Yeah,
me.
green. Yeah,
Same.
same thing. And same with
Bruce is
church. Church is
Thank
like
you,
the
Willio.
light.
Thank you, Dr. Floppy. God damn it.
Dr. Floppy.
Dr. Flaccid.
Dr. Flaccid.
So
Dr. Limpcock? Like, what?
Someone said flaccid dick in Battle Royale. I forget who.
Really? Now I have to see
Well,
I
that.
don't know. It's like 2 characters. Like, can we just have sex or something? And they're like, maybe you should think more about your life rather than that flaccid thing in your pants. I'm just like, that's the greatest
so
line ever
flaccid.
heard.
Cause
Well,
like, love this game. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Movie, man, movie.
It's the
They
best game
should make
ever.
a transition to that next topic I was talking about.
Well, not yet. But that's
Okay,
supposed
but
to be
after.
I mean, like, okay. Did you want to talk a bit more about the show we wrote, kind of as a transition?
I don't know. I mean, what don't they know?
Well,
Will can
if
go
you,
into
if you
much
didn't read the
detail.
piece, basically at grade 10 or 11,
It was 10, yeah.
it was me, Anthony, and Shanice, who was an old friend of ours from high school, and we had decided, hey, we love Red vs. Blue so much, let's create a series that looks just like it, or something like that.
Yeah, we were basically gonna rip it off.
Let's copy it.
Shamelessly.
And it was originally called Our Attempt at Red vs. Blue.
Rip it off and
Because we didn't have a name. We didn't have a name for it.
Yeah,
and,
we're the most original people ever. All right, Carter.
I wasn't even part of this.
Yeah, you were in grade 8.
Yeah.
we had given you guys
They
characters
did not
and stuff.
exist.
So I mean, the four of us had characters. Shanice had a character. We even gave Justin Chew a character
Yeah.
as well.
Should
And-
we be throwing out?
Wait, was Chew involved?
Shut up!
yeah. Well, he sort of.
Well,
we were kind of like.
yeah, now you're like sort of.
So I mean, like we kind of wrote that, and then basically,
There were a lot of people who said they were a part of it, and I think that's really what like part
I
of
mean, I
the
talked to
artistic struggle is when someone's like, "Yeah, man, I'll totally be a part of this artistic endeavor," and like they just don't.
They never do
They
anything.
just don't.
and around the time we were playing a lot of Halo for the PC too. So I think we
Until I ruined
we
it
wanted
for everyone.
we wanted to film it there, and that's actually where the idea for my character came. From when remember how in my game I couldn't see anything but white.
Oh yes, and you were colorblind.
So they decided to make my character colorblind, and which was actually really funny. And
Wasn't Sister colorblind?
Since everyone was like
the show,
the same
yeah.
height, you could
Yeah.
fool him in thinking you were somebody else just by standing there. It was the best character ever.
I know it's great. So what was I saying? Is that a phone?
Yeah, it's Emily's phone.
Okay. So like we wrote that, and then I think by the end of grade 11 or grade 10, we kind of like we got to about 11 or 12 episodes before we started having like creative differonces and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Which we won't dwell into
because I love you.
because I love you too.
I love you too.
Oh, passionate love making. Oh, never gonna give you up.
You're the worst singer ever. It sounded
This
nothing
is why
like
I'm the singer, okay?
Yeah. So.
You're a singer?
So basically,
man.
Fucking dumbass.
I think
All right, in front of the camera.
Go fuck yourself.
episode 12 was mostly like written by me. I think
Yeah,
You were
I
kinda
mean,
there,
by then
you
we
know?
were just kind of like, I was kind of done with it.
you were kind of like,
You
you know, it's
know?
never gonna happen, and we knew that was never gonna happen. So I decided to take it on as like a personal project mostly, and
Which I respect.
Really? Does Haley have to be in this?
since then,
Do you?
the show.
Who are you, Mr. I'm in the middle, thinks big shot, and owns every fucking thing in the world?
He doesn't own everything
Whoa.
in the world.
He's sitting in the middle.
How dare you?
Oh, I dare.
How dare you?
Oh, I
Damn
dare.
you!
Owned.
Jeez,
Put the
Haley.
dog on me? Go fuck yourself.
Fucking dog.
I'll fight you with knives, man.
Want me to go
They
get
have
one?
knives up there.
I'll fight you with knives.
So the reason I wanted to bring the series up is I'm actually gonna work on it. I'm working on it this summer.
Which is hot.
Season 6. So episodes 1 to 50 were 50. What was
50.
it? 50 episodes? I don't know why I said 50 episodes or 1 to 50. I don't want to talk about that. There were 3 seasons.
Bro. I didn't mean for you to be
Sorry.
retarded.
So like there's 3 different names, right?
Yeah.
Bartender RVB was 3 seasons with 50 episodes. This one became the new name, and RBG, which had
Red, blue, green?
which might be important to you because I probably mentioned this to you. Your character actually leaves Blue Team.
Yeah, and I formed green
And
team,
you
right?
form Green Team because you hate Chris. And so yeah, and that's why it becomes RBG. And then in itself, it became its own thing in itself. So it was no longer tied to Red vs. Blue because now it's like, oh, there's 3 teams.
There's a little dynamic. There's a little
Yeah.
dynamic. A little bit of our own little personal
And,
spice.
So RBG had 27 episodes, and then the sequel, which actually didn't
Zed?
feature, which only featured maybe 4 of the original characters or something, because a lot of the
Did you kill
soldiers-
everyone?
No, a lot of the soldiers got discharged. That's what I said at the end. So like,
You murdered them,
so,
didn't you?
no, Higgins was left, and your 3 soldiers that were on your team, because they all joined like the freelancer thing. That's kind of what I did.
Awesome.
And it delved into a darker story, and then I was like, whatever, that's done. So season 6, I'm gonna bring everyone back though,
That'll be fun.
and that's, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna talk any more about this because I feel like I'm gonna keep talking and then.
Hooray.
Yes, you will.
So, if you guys want to check out all the episodes, I've linked them all back to the site, and there's a post that's called "The History of Whatever." So, whatever. Our attempt at RBB, like.
Yeah, why are there 2
RBG.
O's? I meant to ask.
Our attempt.
Our attempt.
Oh shit!
Oh.
You're right. I don't know why there's 2 O's.
O-U-R. O-U-R.
No,
Our attempt.
Carter. I put
Oh my god. Fuck.
Thank you! I didn't want to say a word to tell you how stupid you were, you fuck!
2 O's?
Yeah, I don't know.
This
I
is
put-
why I'm an art student. I'm not an English student.
I'm a programmer!
What?
Well, I guess I've been talking about that title
for
for 50 episodes. Anyways,
Yes, you have.
so if you guys want to check it out, like however many
It's on-
bazillion
yeah,
episodes
it's
are
on
on there, I'd recommend you guys check it out if you want to. I mean, like, it's interesting to see how your characters develop.
I
And
feel
stuff
awful
like
because I always tell you I'm gonna read it and then I don't because I'm a douche.
Yeah. Sadly, DeviantArt doesn't color code shit, so I mean, it's all a matter of looking for your character's name. And,
Oh, that's fine. It's like reading a script then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
So,
It's not a big
I mean, like I said, a lot of interesting things happen to your characters, right? So, I mean, like, you lead blue team and you become a bitch, and Chris becomes leader of the blue team.
Yeah.
And Carter's character actually leaves for like a few episodes
And
at
you
the end
hate
of
me.
season 3 because his family's cat died. And
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's the best way to fucking get rid of somebody?
We stop that!
It's never gonna end. It's gonna be like a never.
Stop it!
we're high
Ah.
five. So let's stop talking about Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
You guys can check it out on the site. So
Dead
now we're gonna go into a topic that Anthony picked out, the first of
Yeah.
2, a game that you regret not buying.
So yeah,
So-
like you walk into a store, you see this game, and you're like, it'll be there, whenever, and it's not. Or like maybe you see this game and you're like, oh, Snowboard Kids 2, that won't be rare. And then like, it goes up by like $60.
And you feel like crying because
So a game you regret not buying. Should I just start? Or
Let's go
Chris,
on
yeah, go
Chris's
for it.
side.
I
game you're
have,
gonna-
I have not played it at all, and I kind of regret not getting it. Saints Row 3.
Yeah, you want to?
I kind of wanted to see what that's like. I
I
mean,
have
I'm
it
not-
upstairs.
That was just weird. It's like you can play it in my bed.
It's nice and cozy up there.
I'm going home.
This just got way too parade. I'm out.
It's like the second time someone said I'm leaving.
This is it. This is just fucking
Just really hate our
one
lives
and
today.
done.
Hey, Chris. Upstairs. No.
I made it myself. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Do you remember
God,
that
Carter.
episode, though?
Do I have to phone your girlfriend?
Augustine Hunger Force. With that, like, banana dog thing.
Yes.
And when I
So
saw
I
someone
love how
posted
you
that,
guys are talking about something else.
Okay, let's.
Anyways, Chris, so you said Saints Row 3.
Saints Row 3 is the game I wish I bought.
break
Well,
lunch.
I wish because I never played it, and I hear good things. It's different from GTA 4, which is, I guess, a good thing.
Yes,
Boring.
it's a very good thing to be different than that fucking.
I remember when we first got
Doo-doo
that. Don't
pile.
you remember that when you shot somebody and started laughing for 20 minutes?
Yeah, because it's fucking great to blow people's faces off once,
It is, right?
and then you realize you wasted $60. That's why I don't want to talk about games you regret buying. I'll just get mad.
I see.
So, okay, Saints Row.
Saints Row 3 is when you wish you bought.
Yeah,
Well, you can still grab it. Like it's around. I'm sure.
I know, and it's cheaper too.
Actually, I want to ask you,
$30.
does this, are we not including, is this basically games that we are not buying and we still don't have or something? Or do,
Like
do we
originally-
have it now and we just maybe didn't buy it?
I guess it can be
I can
either.
include a game on that list.
I guess it can be eating.
Yeah,
You know, because originally I was thinking like a game you don't think you'll ever be able to find again, but I think that.
Oh, I
doesn't apply to
have
most
one
people.
for that then. I have
Yeah,
one.
see, like
Yeah.
that's what I'm going for. But if you don't, Chris's answer is perfectly fine.
Yeah, so that's, no. That's cute.
And if I had to say something to that too, I'd go with Snowboard Kids too, because that's really fucking hard to find.
It is.
I feel like there's gonna be a
Mario
consistent
Party
thing.
3.
No,
God.
I have a game. I have a feeling I know what you're going to say for yours, but
Don't say-
Wait,
please
who's-
don't say like Bust a Move. 'Cause
No.
I really hated that game.
That's a
You
game?
don't like Bust a Move?
I didn't like it.
it was a good game. But I
I
was
might like it
fucking
now,
around.
but like,
Well,
What? You like Bust Move?
okay.
I was playing it, and then he's
I was
like, "What
like-
the fuck you doing?"
I was
playing
like
a shitty
8 or
game?"
9,
Like,
so I mean, like, I just really
Oh,
hated
okay.
puzzle games back
Have you
then.
played it since? Do you
No.
like it now?
No,
Oh.
I would
So
probably
is
enjoy
this
it now.
ruined for you?
This
Yeah.
is when I was like 7, and he's like, "What the
Well,
fuck? This shitty game." I was like,
I can't.
There's like an opposite thing that happened with Iggy's Wrecking Balls, which we talked about.
Right,
in this
right.
podcast, which is
That would have been good for this. You would have been like, I regret not getting these Wrecking Balls, and then we would have come back here and been like, it sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a game that for some reason I enjoyed as a kid, but when I finally bought it and played it again, it's like, why the fuck did I enjoy this
the worst game ever.
It had terrible soundtrack, just had terrible controls, and it's just like
"Right,
the
kid."
concept
graphics
is
are
so
ugly.
stupid.
Even by N64 standards, the graphics were piss ugly.
Yeah. Oh,
But
man.
Saints Row 3. Saints Row 3. Who do you want?
So,
I thought Carter seemed to.
Yeah,
Carter, yeah.
You were all in arms.
Amazing Island.
What the hell's Amazing Island?
For the
I
game,
have to explain
never
this.
even heard
Go
When
for
we were
it.
over at back when
Tristan.
our dad no, not Tristan. Back
my
when our
dad was dating
was-
some other woman.
Yeah, basically,
They
the
had
two
kids.
Jamie and Eric, had a GameCube. I think they had a game. They had all 3 systems, man. Like,
Fucking
but they
bats.
had a GameCube and they had bought this game, Amazing
I
Island,
bought those systems myself.
which is
With
basically
my
like,
money that I made.
but Amazing Island is
Selling my
basically
body.
On the street. To crack horse.
it's basically like a monster creator. In the
Why did
sense-
he get a high
Oh
five?
god, not again.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, stop, please.
Stop, you're gonna cry.
Alright.
Go for it.
Your
Amazing
eyes
Islands-
are watering.
Because I love this.
Okay, but
Why are they so red?
can I continue?
Continue. Sorry, gosh.
Amazing
Fuck
Islands is
off.
basically like a monster creator game with mini games that you can play using your created monsters. What was different about this is that you could create the whatever body shape you wanted.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
So I remember
Let's
we
create
were
penises.
you
That's
could
what
create
everyone
penises.
does.
But
We
never
created
did.
one monster. We created one monster. You remember Nell?
Yeah.
It was basically they have a diameter of what you could create inside this box. We just did to all 4 edges of every single body part. So it was one gigantic black blob with 2 white eyes. That's our monster. And it was giant logs for legs running across the
So what's
field.
funny though is that like it did the way it moved wasn't realistic. So its body was like moving inside itself. So like
Oh
when
my
it
God.
moved, like his legs were just like hitting its face and shit like that. It's just like oh, and like his arms were sticking out of its like.
I'm like,
below
this
its
is
eyes.
the
It's
greatest
like,
game ever.
I was like,
Terrible
oh man, I wish I
programming.
We still have all of the monsters we've created on my memory card upstairs because we brought over our memory
Just in
card.
case
I have
Kyler
not
runs the
deleted
game.
it. If I find this game, I'm playing this game again. So I have all of my. It's probably gonna suck, but I'm just gonna see all the nostalgia again with all the monsters we
It's
created.
gonna be like, no, it's been like 6
That's
years.
what
Half the monsters we don't even probably remember.
You probably have to like feed them and they're dead. On
No,
your memory
no,
card.
No, that's been 10 dogs.
Okay.
That's for my game. My dogs are probably dead.
Nintendo.
Yeah, we all have
My
Nintendo
dogs are
dogs.
probably dead.
I didn't.
They are, okay, I'm gonna go in there and they're
My
gonna have
sister
fleas
had
bouncing
it.
all over the fucking house, just like, oh
What's-
god.
Chris, what was that?
My sister had that. I didn't.
No. I don't know why I bought it. I think it's because I like dogs and shit.
Yeah, well, wasn't one of the
Dogs
only
are
launch
fucking
titles
nice.
too?
It was a launch title for the
After-
DS.
Yeah, so if you had a DS, it was like, it's like if
you
you had a
didn't play it
3DS.
as much as I did though. Like I played it a lot and I kept picking up
I
dog
stopped.
scopes with like the
I'm like, my
the
plug is
stylus.
shit. I don't care.
I don't
about
understand
it
how you
anymore.
could possibly play that game.
You can't play it. It's just like take
Just
care of
watch
this dog.
dogs exist, or you could be playing Zelda. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, god damn it!
See what gaming has become nowadays.
I just realized I have 2 perfect answers for this, and I don't know which one I'm going to use now.
Go ahead if you have.
All right, well. The answer, the game that made me think of this topic, the game that made me think of this topic was, someone had to make fun of me for it.
So you made fun of
I
yourself.
started laughing before you even did it.
I know,
so-
I didn't notice until you laughed.
So some form of
The
trust.
game that made me think of this topic,
Derp.
I was at NES, ANC
Duh!
Games. Shut up! Man, I have a serious deficiency.
Now
with
you
my
know
lips.
how I feel whenever they interrupt.
They're making fun of me for being retarded.
They're making fun of me for having an
That's a
opinion.
good reason.
Alright, when I was at ANC Games once, they had this in-box complete NES game called Princess Tomato in the Vegetable Kingdom.
What the
What?
fucking
Well, that sounds
hell?
like the best
Exactly!
thing ever.
And
It's
you're
still there.
like, it's back?
I think so.
It's, no, don't
She
say
saw
that to me. We're going. Are they open on
What are you
Sundays?
gonna buy it for like
Oh, God.
$130,000?
No, it was $50. It was $50, complete inbox. I've never heard of this game, and the reason I was so
You've
drawn
unleashed
to
the
it
monster.
is because a lot of the box art was just like clay figurines of fruit people, and I was like, I want this game. So I was like $50. I was like, fuck. There's like all these other games I know are amazing and might be gone next time. And I was like, this game, like, who the fuck? I've never heard of this game. Therefore, no one's ever heard of this game.
Yeah,
Great fucking logic. So I leave it. And then when I look it up, and it's like it's a lot like Shadowgate, which I don't think any of you have played.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, Shadowgate. I was
Wait,
gonna do
Shadow? Oh,
Shadowgate.
Run, but not Shadowgate.
yeah, Shadowrun, the
Completely
tabletop
different.
role playing game,
Completely
gone,
different
or
games.
fucking Xbox 360 game. First gone Genesis game, then got Xbox 360 game. Go fuck yourself.
That was like one of the
Different
first games that
but-
came out.
Throw your head in. They keep throwing it back when you're talking like this.
Yes, Tourette's.
But no, it was gone. And yeah, it was $50, and that was actually, it turns out to be a good deal for that game. And I want it, and I miss it, and
And
I'm
you're
sad about
crying.
it. And yeah,
They jerk off to it every night.
I only on Wednesdays.
Here's an idea. Check out gameplay on YouTube.
I did.
And
It's good.
so why?
That's
do
why I
Why
want
he
it.
wants it.
He
I
wanted
went
to
back.
buy it.
I
I
know.
went back for it, and it was gone.
Okay.
Why are you challenging me on this? What? Look up gameplay. I did. Go back and buy it. I tried. You suck. What the fuck, man?
So call them every day of your life and say, when the fuck are you getting
Well,
another
one time I've asked them to put me on a waiting list for something was Devil Summoner. No,
That was
I've never heard
Devil
of that.
Summoner. PS2 game.
Never
And
heard
no, they've never gone. It's one of the first Shin Megamis that came out here.
Still never heard of it.
He's
Shin
been
Megami
talking about
Tensei.
it all the
Shin
time.
Megami Tensei. I have not
Oh,
shut up
yeah.
about Shin Megami
He
Tensei.
has burned
Yeah,
it
yeah,
into
yeah.
our minds,
He's
man.
literally
I
just
know.
this on your face every single
I
time he
meant-
sees you.
I gave you a beanie.
The devil's so.
Wow.
It's where it goes on you.
I know. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
And
I
it
would
looks
like
like a
to
beanie.
That was not
Hey, what was your
needed.
I
second
will let
choice?
you
Do
continue.
you want me to do two? I mean, I feel
Yeah, might
bad
as
if
well.
everybody only goes
No,
to
we
one
definitely
and I
don't
only
need
get to do two. I forget what the second one was. Give me a second.
Shall we
Okay,
move
guys,
on?
let's all wait. Let's all wait.
What were you talking about?
Give me a second.
I didn't say.
No, what was your game? Because it made me think
Something
of
like
mine.
he is.
I have no idea.
The Monster Creator?
Monster Hunter? Monster
No, no.
Oh.
It's only Monster Hunter. It's just like that.
I have no idea what game it was. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm a dick.
Did you have one, Emily?
Yeah, actually, I have a Rule of Rose for me.
I've heard of that one.
It's
I actually
it's
saw
it
gameplay.
is by far the best horror survival game I've ever played, and there's this store near my old house where I used to live in North York, and they had it, and I just didn't have money on me, and I couldn't get it, and then I went back, and it went up, and I was like, I have it.
How much was it before? Or
It was 45, and then it went up to 65.
wow. What the
And they're like, well, people have been like talking about it, and I don't
Saying
think
it's
it's gonna be
rare.
here. But I was like, no, you know what? I don't think they're gonna sell it, and I think they're gonna get desperate, and I'm gonna go back.
I
and
actually remember
fucking
watching-
sent it.
Because I remember that game. I remember watching gameplay footage of it, like maybe when I was in grade 9 or 10. Because I feel like it came out. Is it a fairly new game, like
it
maybe the last few
was-
years, or is it?
Um,
It was a
no,
PS2 game. It was a PS2 game.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know why I keep thinking it came out around the same time as that Haunting Ground game that
I don't
Capcom put out.
I don't
'cause
think
that's-
so.
It was an Atlas
No.
published game, so
It was an Atlas.
yeah, it was an Atlas.
Yeah,
I didn't
I remember I
make it.
saw it and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I
This
want to
shit.
try this.
Well, like, okay, can I go off on Rule of Rose?
Yeah.
Okay, my buddy actually has it. He bought it at A&C for like $70.
70.
See, that's the thing. I've been to ANC and I've asked them about it countless of times. They're like, yeah, we're never gonna get it in.
Yeah, well, no, they'll never get it
Fuck
again.
yourselves.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
I saw it.
I saw it at Anime North.
Hey.
And I
Why'd
almost,
you buy it?
well, it was $200.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck that.
See,
So
because now it's really
now it's
fucking
actually
rare.
really sought
So
after.
wait
It's
a
a good
minute.
collector's
Is this
item.
like so? It's a collector item. Like so, the Wargames do. It's very hard to find, right?
Yeah, or like Tactics Ogre, Person for the Caliber is another one like that.
But it's worthy of a collectible because
it's a decent
good
game. It's like, I don't know, it seemed buggy. I saw my buddy playing it, there were some issues.
It had a little bit, but I mean, but you don't look at it from that perspective. You appreciate the story and the nuances of
You
it.
wanna
See, I can
explain the story
appreciate
to
a
us?
good story.
Explain the story.
I usually play a lot of games for the story. That's why I can appreciate it.
You
Well,
guys,
exactly.
you want to explain the story?
I don't know it, I only saw my
you
buddy
know
playing
better?
it.
Go ahead.
You know
Yeah,
the
go
story?
ahead.
I don't know the story.
Oh, I thought you said you played it.
No, I
You
never
watched
I
it?
watched some like footage.
Oh.
I mean, like I can barely remember it, but I remember there was a chick in it.
Yeah, it's basically about this.
that helps a lot. Though.
I can't remember all the details
Yeah,
because I haven't
so-
been able to fucking play it in so long. But I remember it's this girl and she gets sent to an orphanage. She wakes up there and it's all these little girls and basically these girls just start fucking with her and she has to get her way out and you start to realize that each individual girl has her own plot point in it and each little girl has their own twisted story that just kind of messes with your mind and there's this one like leader girl that just terrorizes the main girl and it gets really twisted.
But the-
Like,
From
it's
what I've
actually-
seen, from that little bit I saw my buddy play, it was fucked up, man.
it is. It's,
It gets
like, there's
fucked
a
up.
lot.
So how old's
there's
the
like,
main character? If
Pardon
it's
me?
like an orphanage.
The main girl, I think
She's
she's like
older.
16 or something.
Yeah.
16 to
Okay,
18.
I thought she was young too.
No, yeah, it's 16 to 18. All the girls are like between 10 and
10,
12.
yeah.
Damn.
And-
Well, that's creepy.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, you are literally just hanging out with these
I mean-
10-year-old creepy motherfuckers.
Come play with us.
And there's like, there's hints of rape, there's hints of like just
Oh, I like this game
brutal,
already.
brutal.
Yeah, no,
murder.
it's fucked
It's
up.
really creepy. Like, it actually scared the shit out of me when I played it because I used to play by myself and like, the headphones and like dark room.
Yeah.
Because like, I love horror survival. Like, it's really
Yeah, you
Or
missed out on
games,
topic on
PlayStation
that.
2?
Yeah,
Or
pardon me.
games with a good
PlayStation.
story are like really
Yeah.
hard to find these days. 'cause
It
it's
is.
like-
It's really hard to find with horror survival because even Silent Hill, they had really good stories. in
And I
the
was
beginning,
gonna build
and they
off of
just
that, too.
You know what I want you to try?
What?
It's a game called Sweet Home.
I'll
It
hear
was
that.
for the Famicom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been.
And
wanting
he'll
to
tell
play
you
that.
lots of stories about his experiences with Sweet Home.
Did you cry? Then
Almost.
you listen to Nickelback.
Thank God for bringing that up.
You had to do that during the podcast. So. It was
We're
necessary.
gonna cut that out of the video portion. Don't worry.
I quit.
You never know. You never
Third
know.
time
I
someone's
might
going
find
off.
it to be one of the funnier moments, so I might use it as a highlight.
You're a dick. You're a dick, alright?
It'll just be called Andrew
Why?
Likes Nickelback.
Fuck yourself.
We'll see. But yeah.
But yeah, those are Rule of Rose.
So I mean,
so
like,
let's-
yeah, I can appreciate a good story. I'm glad you brought Silent Hill up because I mean, like, I guess that
Did
you
you bring
just
Silent
made.
Hill?
I
Yeah,
got
she
Silent
mentioned
Hill.
Okay,
Silent
good.
Hill.
I didn't hear the word Silent Hill. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? You
fucking
talk show radio bitch?
Because this is kind of almost going to go into my the game I regret not
Alright.
buying.
Which is
Silent Hill 4, which is
that is a big regret.
Alright.
it is a big regret. Yeah, because like
Do you have Silent Hill?
I do.
You do?
it is also one of the most like controversial Silent Hill
You bought
games
it, though,
ever.
didn't you?
I did buy it, but I mean like what I'm saying is like I bought a shitty version. So like the version I play now, like all their faces are weirdly cut and shit. It almost reminds me of when I played the movies and like their faces got split and like parts of their body were shifted in different places. It was scary, but like I mean, I appreciate Silent Hill 4 because it was probably one of the first games to make me realize that I like story-driven games because it, like the story was like really cool.
Yeah, it was.
It was really
Speaking of
dark.
Silent
It's
Hill,
like
Speaking of Silent Hill.
Actually, no, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. He's
I'll
Yeah,
let you
no,
finish
no,
because
no.
I was like I don't know.
No, I was
start
gonna ask a
rambling.
different question, so you finish your points first.
Just ask me the question. I forget what I was gonna say.
What's your point? What's your Silent Hill Downpour just came out, right?
yeah?
It's,
What's your thoughts on that?
Boo.
isn't it just a recreation of the first game only?
No, that's Shattered Memories.
Oh,
but,
sorry. Sorry.
I
Also
like
boo.
Downpour has its own thing going on. I think.
Yeah, because like I
I
saw
don't like-
Downpour in the store, you have not said a word.
Why
about
is it? Why is it that Downpour?
So-
Whenever I think of Silent Hill Downpour, I just think of heavy rain.
I can see how you relate that to because I mean like
Well,
Downpour does
involve
focus on the
rain.
concept
Yeah.
of rain.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Oh,
it.
God,
Has
it's
rain in the title.
the last few games have had sort of like an elemental thing going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like,
Shattered
all of a sudden
Memories was an
Silent Hill-
ice thing.
Yeah, all of a
What?
sudden it's taking on
The
this
school
really
book said-
environmental, like
It had to
heavy,
be
in your face
Hold on, hold on.
obnoxiousness. Like
I don't know
they're
if
they're
it's
really
funny
trying
or
to
not.
sell that like you're in this
Did-
world and like here's our environmental element and you're gonna just fucking
Did
let it
Homecoming
trail
do that?
you as you play this game.
I feel like Homecoming was a kind of mech, like steampunkish sort of thing. I don't know, like a lot
I
of
don't remember seeing
a
this
lot
when
of the
we were
other
playing
world
it.
places I went to in Homecoming did seem like very mechanized.
When did
and,
they
like,
start doing that?
I
Was that, like,
think
recently?
I want to say like Homecoming started it, but
'Cause I don't
like it
remember
could
seeing
also be Shattered Memories that maybe.
I've
started
never
that
seen
trend.
Shattered Memories
Um,
gameplay.
Sorry, like before Silent Hill wasn't even the other game I was thinking of, but yeah, Silent Hill 4, like I really appreciate it, and actually I was gonna do a post on it for the blog, just talking about why I appreciate
Why you should
the
get this game?
because there's a lot of people that don't like it because it didn't take place in Silent Hill,
yeah, that
and because
was
it like really, I guess it was a big risk for them to take. And please stop
Couldn't-
pressing the G button.
Couldn't you say that some of the places that they went to, like the subway?
No, they did. They did go back to
were
some
in
places
Silent
in
Hill?
Silent Hill.
Or,
Like the forest level took place
in
like,
Silent Hill? Or
They
on
went
the
back to like
outskirts
that
of Silent
Toluca Lake or whatever, which is in Silent
Yeah.
Hill. It's like- yeah, I think that they visited.
Sounds like a
Silent
fucking
Hill.
beverage. Like, can I get a Toluca Lake? Yeah, you want tomatoes in that? Like, what the fuck? I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah, I mean, you can visit Toluca Lake. It's like
You
kind
want
of
Toluca Lake?
there.
I'd like,
Oh,
I don't know.
that reminds me actually.
Bullshit.
Did you ever see the video? I even posted it on the site. Like Downpour actually revisited Silent Hill 4 as an Easter egg.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
really? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
What?
it's like. You don't remember the Easter egg I posted about? There was a video that someone.
Oh,
posted
right, the
where-
room. Yeah, okay.
And even like the guys from 4Player Podcast did it too. So like the guy Nick was like freaking out about it. He's like, oh my god, I'm in the room. And it's like, oh my god, but like, and it's still locked up and everything too. It's got like the table's missing in the middle of the room, which is weird. But like, you can't enter any of the other rooms. You kind of stay in that main hallway, and
Well, that
like
sucks.
you can't look into the hole to see.
Is that the
like,
game where you
girl.
were like one of like 23 victims or something like that? And the
That
kid
that was
alive?
Silent Hill 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was I thought that was a
I
really
need to
cool
play
story.
that.
It was-
I actually do want to play
That
Silent
was
Hill.
probably the one that I knew the most about.
Yeah.
I didn't really
I
pay attention
I
when you were
really
playing
need to play the
Silent
Silent
Hill
Hill
3.
games.
I really like Silent Hill
Silent
2 as well.
It is arguably the best.
You
in the
played
series.
you
Yeah.
played all
Like,
three of those. You played Silent 2, 3, and 4. I didn't
Well,
watch you
3 I
play
didn't,
2
3 I
and
didn't
3.
get that far, and I got stuck at the subway for some reason, and I don't know why. It just kind of sucked at that game. Have you played Silent Hill 3?
Yeah.
There was a part where like you walk towards like the platform, and then someone pushes you on the tracks, and that's what kept happening to me. I don't know why. It's just like why the they never show it, and I'm like, why the fuck does this keep happening to me? And I'm like,
I think you're
wonder
supposed to go
if
a different path.
I think so. I probably like kept thinking, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go, and I just got stuck there. And then it's like, oh, my rental at Blockbuster's done. Got to give it the game back. That's literally what happens. Yeah,
Blame Blockbuster.
yeah. So I rented it from Blockbuster. That's
Oh damn! I can't finish this.
Fuck Blockbuster.
This is why
Right
Netflix
now.
was created.
Oh man. So yeah, Silent Hill 4 was the one game that I
you
would help
really
me remind me
wanted,
of.
yeah.
But the one that I was gonna say before was Destruction Derby 64.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
I just remembered. My other one. Sorry, you finish yours.
Okay, so yeah. Basically, it's a game Carter and I really played a lot in the N64. We never bought it, we just kind of rented it.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was exactly what you think. Just vehicles kind of destroying each other in this like kind of wrecking sort of thing, and like they made one for the PS2, which wasn't as great. I feel like it was kind of shitty because it was like a point system based destruction thing.
When we played we bought the 64 version one, right?
No, now we did, yeah.
Yeah, but like when we played it now, I didn't find it.
The
as
graphics
good
were kind of like
no, but I didn't find it as good as when we played it back then.
because
like,
when we were kids, we were used to that style of
yeah.
games. But like there were even races too. There were like destruction races, and that one level which was like a figure 8, and it was so funny because like you can be driving and cars can be driving
Like
into you.
T-Bone?
And
I
shit.
swear,
Yeah, it's
I swear it was like a
fucking
cathedral level. Everything was dark and it was raining and like the smash into each other.
I don't
in the
know.
middle
Something
of the
about that.
forest.
Something about destroying cars. It just turned me on when I was a kid. It was pretty good. And then going back to it on the PS2 with like better graphics and shit, and like you can kind of like choose a character and stick with them forever and like unlock more characters. But like, I don't know. I liked it, and I kill people when I play that game. So I like Destruction Derby. Yeah.
Nice.
But Anthony,
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to
No,
take
it's
this
okay.
up, but this one isn't a good, maybe not the best answer, but I want to say it because I think it's still applicable. The Majora's Mask Special Edition
so
is,
like
is a
the
cartridge
gold
I
one,
really fucking want.
the one that we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm jelly of
Yeah.
you so hard.
Troll.
Like I mean, the game came out when I was like what 9 or 10, so like I didn't exactly have $60 to throw out on Majora's Mask, but like to this day, like every time I see it, it's like $50, and it's like, it's just the cartridge. Like I want the whole thing if I'm gonna go big, you know.
Yeah.
And like every time I see Majora's Mask, like I check, like is it the fucking holo
You should
card?
check. I should send you a site because they do have cartridges and then they have the full thing, so
Yeah, like the full
manual
show.
box, and they do have what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more
And I
expensive
think
too.
it's like
It's at $80.
70.
Yeah, like I'd pay 70, man.
It's
I don't give a
not-
shit. I'm crazy.
I mean, I'd look it up right friggin' now. It's called
Yeah, that would
I smoke rocks. Like,
LukiGames.com. There you go.
What was I gonna say? I didn't realize how dark of a story Majora's Mask was until like the
So
internet
rocks.
made it seem.
yeah,
dark.
until someone shows you, hey, this game's fucked up.
It's just like I didn't think the Masked Salesman was all that scary, and so don't look
Don't
it up.
don't
now.
bother, dude. Don't bother. It's
I'm
not
gonna close
important.
down Pokemon. I don't give a shit anymore.
Fuck Pokemon.
So like yeah,
You will.
I mean, I guess
Yeah, no,
that
Majora's
one
Mask-
thing that you showed me, the creepypasta
For Ben?
thing, for Ben. I mean, I didn't realize how scary that game was until
Yeah, that
like,
game
I
will
saw it.
fuck you up. If
I was
you're
like,
not careful.
oh god, Masked Salesman. Oh, don't want to catch him in a back alley.
You know what I found creepy?
What?
You know how with I think it was both Masked Salesman and the guy that's playing
The Summer
yeah.
Storms guy.
Whenever you're talking to them, they'll immediately go to a frame that
Yeah.
just creeps the
What's
shit.
his
With
hand
this,
going?
yeah, this guy.
He's
I don't,
I don't know what the instrument is. But
what's the guy's
fucking
name?
organ, I
What's
think.
that guy's
I
name?
want to say Giro, but like,
But like he's playing, he'll be talking to you,
and then it'll just be like,
and then, yeah, he'll be like eyes open, wide open. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, Majora's.
Yeah, but we don't notice that.
Well, see, when I was a kid, I didn't get far Majora's Mask because I hated it.
But we don't notice that.
Well, see, when I was a kid, I didn't get far Majora's Mask because I hated it. Like, I still got the game, it's just like, it wasn't Speckle
And
Edition.
you still hate it.
Speckled.
Yeah. Well, no, I hated it back in the
Speckle
day.
edition.
Yes!
That's what you say when you're a kid.
Oh.
Speckle.
No, I said special when I was a kid, like a
Speckle
tool.
Speckle edition.
I want
But
the
no, like,
Speckle edition.
I really want the Speckle Edition.
I want the Speckle edition.
Oh, dude, Speckle Edition.
Did you hear they're making a Black Ops 2?
Do I give a fuck?
Maybe.
No.
You're the one that posted 5 Moab videos on his channel.
I'm gonna give one more game.
Okay.
One more game. They get one more game to fucking stop sucking before I just stop caring.
Okay.
Sorry. Continue. I'm done with
Okay.
my games,
Alright,
and I hate video games. I hate them all.
No, you don't.
I'm
Yeah,
done with this
so
podcast.
I'm a game programmer and I hate video games.
I'm gonna go so far in this business.
Alright, so, wanna move on?
I thought you had one more game. You got it.
That was it, Majora's Mask.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? You're gonna break the fucking table.
It's fun.
Dude, yeah, no, that was it, man.
Stop.
It was-
Stop.
Guys,
Stop.
I'm
Seriously.
not doing anything.
What'd you do?
What the fuck? Just break the
You
table.
literally
I
just broke
lifted my leg.
Alright, well, let me get this off.
Just hold it. I'll hold it in
I'm gonna
place.
drink what's left in here, okay?
Oh, you
I literally
fucking
lifted
asshole.
my leg, Will.
Wait.
Sorry,
Stop.
sorry.
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
That's
Really refreshing.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on?
I think I just shrunk the table a bit.
Yeah, she just shrunk the table.
Damn, you guys are so...
Okay, just
What the
leave.
fuck, Chris?
Alright, leave the legs. Alright,
Sitting
yeah,
is
leave
so
it like that.
hard.
Leave it like that. Alright, leave it. Leave it. We'll fix it after.
We'll do it live.
Fucking do it.
Oh, that was like my class is like I still.
But no, really, Majora's Mask was the second game.
Okay.
So that's it for me.
So now the last topic before we go into like our last thoughts, which I can't believe we're already here. We actually.
This is a quick one. This is a quickie. Give
Um,
ourselves a little quick nub.
Oh, Mom's back. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Hi, Mom.
We're in the middle of recording now.
Okay.
God damn it.
So our mom's
Professional
back.
motherfuckers.
Alright.
So basically, our last topic is a game that you played to death. So a game that you used to love, but
You
got
just
old
you
to
just
you.
played it to the point where you just can't play it anymore.
Yeah. It's called
Does it count
You
if you
guys
played
have
something to
any?
death,
Uh,
got bored of it for a long time, and still play it sometimes?
Yeah, sure, go
Yeah.
for it, man.
Left 4 Dead.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you for.
I
Carter was gonna go
still-
first. Carter was gonna go first.
I'm sorry.
Actually, no, you guys go first.
I
I
really-
think about this one.
I really like Left 4 Dead a lot, but like after a while, a long while, yes, I did
I
play
don't know
it
how
to
you-
friggin' death. I still find it fun
I don't
now,
know how
but
people
I
play
need
Left 4 Dead.
people.
I still find it funny.
I think
Most
it's the
players
competitive factor.
Maybe playing it
Anthony.
online. I can
Like
have
if
fun
you,
with it.
yeah, I don't. Are you really gonna obsess about this table?
can. No, I'm just fixing the cord.
Like,
He wants to
what you need to do, Anthony, is like, which you won't, I'm just saying. If you played with a team, and then you just played and you got used to the
Chris,
levels.
do you have a PS3?
Popping pills.
What?
Grabbing heroin.
No, but it's
What? I said PS3, man.
no, he's doing that because,
Left 4 Dead.
the Left 4 Dead stuff, popping pills, grabbing the adrenaline shot, you get it? No?
You never
shit.
played Left 4
I've
Dead.
never played Left 4 Dead.
You just
Ever.
bought it for me.
Yeah,
I still wanna
it's
thank
the
you
only
for that.
birthday gift I've ever gotten anyone.
You got rid of Left 4 Dead?
Thank you.
Why?
No, he bought it for me.
Why did you get rid of it?
games?
I have it.
Like anything.
Oh,
upstairs.
It's the only birthday gift I've ever gotten somebody.
Yeah.
All right, so Left 4 Dead. It's
I
great.
like that hog after.
It's a good game.
You
Like,
got it. You got it. You deserve it.
some people can
We
get
did-
really, really competitive. Like, I know a bunch of friends that play the shit out of it, and they'll keep playing it
Yeah.
constantly, and I don't even know how they can do it.
Oh, watch the camera. Thank you.
So pro. But yeah, Left 4 Dead. So you played Left 4 Dead. You still play it, but it lost its sheen.
It's Charlie Sheen.
Is it winning?
It's like anything. You need your friends to play with it, or you'll just
Yeah,
get bored of it.
yeah.
We're running out of time.
So it's just like magic. Like if you play
What the hell are you
magic,
going on about?
if you're playing magic
It's
by
the
yourself against
Charlie Sheen
computers,
thing.
it's boring. If you play with friends, it's like a hell of a lot of fun. It's the
Yeah.
same damn thing.
He always goes off on the
Is that what you wanted to do there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just not
So
gonna
what
go
you
into
think?
super detail.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I had a game.
Okay, you can go for it, man.
Well, I got 2 words for you. Rock band.
Dude, that's so true. I think that's true for all of us. Come to
I
think
have.
of it,
You know what? I have.
most true for you.
I don't remember the
obviously.
last time I sang.
I actually played Rock Band for the first time like in 3 years last night.
I think I started playing more drums than I did singing.
Yeah, I know.
I finally got up to expert on drums.
That's weird.
Damn.
Yeah,
I was like, I can
scared.
play all instruments expert.
I've never
I was so
done
scared.
easy on drums.
You never opened
I
your
can
drums.
do.
Yeah.
I can't do I can do some songs expert on drums. Like I can play the Beatles
Okay,
Rock
yeah,
Band
only
expert.
Only sound.
Yeah.
We're on the same boat with expert.
We're there.
So-
We're there.
So like, I don't know what kept me playing. I think it's just because like every week they updated songs. So it's like, oh, that song, I like that song. I'm gonna download that song. And I wasted so
Oh,
much
God.
money
Here we
on Rock Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like now I decided to
Well, I mean,
stop.
wasted might not be a good idea.
I guess not wasted. I mean, I
Like
put
whenever you go back
spent
there, you have all those
so much
songs.
money.
Yeah.
So
So I mean,
Well, at the same time, it is a bit of a waste. So it's like I don't know what to call it.
So I mean, like I'll still play it maybe for like 10, 15 minutes. Like say if I have to go to work and it's like it's 3 o'clock. What can I play in half an hour? I'm not gonna open up like a shooter game or something.
Yeah, you're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
get on COD 4.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to go through like a matching COD.
Actually,
So
COD
it's
4
like
games
maybe
go
like
fast. Yeah.
You know
I
what's
can go through
funny,
one song.
Anthony, just for a quick thought, and I know I'm not going to go anywhere with this, but I was actually thinking of playing COD 4 and World of War Online again.
Man, it's just hackers, I hear.
It's all hackers, but sometimes there's a lot of people that want to have legit games. I would actually want to do that just to have that same experience that I used to have. So I remember playing with you, that was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of
I'm
fun.
going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned hackers. If you ever get Saints Row 3,
It's hacked to shit.
yeah, no.
Already?
Half 75% of the people that play online use cheats.
You do realize that
Just like Grand Theft Auto.
It's retarded.
hang on. Let me just explain something very quickly.
No. I mean, I know like
I don't
hacking and cheats is like different things. I know
Wait.
that.
I'm not some sort of hacking god, but here's the problem
Yeah.
with a lot of companies lately. COD has their shit together when it comes to patching shit and banning people. Like when they like do all these mods and crap, ban. Doing this, you're just fucked, right? But when it comes to like Saints Row,
Yeah.
it's easy. Someone finds a GPD, which is basically the game progress, the data. They inject it onto their profile, put it back on their Xbox, and then have mods. That's how easy it is, and that's how I bet they did with Saints Row.
Yeah,
They
I
probably
think
modded it to
well,
shit,
well, I think
infinity
it's
ammo, infinity this, that, God mode, etc. And that's one thing that's not good, because if it's too easy to hack a game, it's too easy to cheat at, and that same thing goes to COD 4 World War. It's
Yeah.
screwed up. There's too many lobbies with people that have God mode that will
And obviously they
never
don't care
die.
about these games
They
anymore.
will never die, and it just doesn't make the game's useless to have.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Sorry,
play
did we just start talking about COD?
Sorry, I'm done.
Oh, come on! Like, we're
I
not.
mean,
Well,
Come
like
on.
we
he was talking
We
about
don't talk
hacking.
about
There's a
it.
difference. So
No, but like the thing is with Saints Row 3, the cheats can be put on at any time. They have the cheats in like their own separate thing, so it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. You can input codes at all.
Well, then that's not.
But I know,
Or
but like,
do you mean?
but you mean like when you're playing with people online?
Yeah.
You're saying like half the
It
people
shouldn't be
online.
allowed.
You're saying
There should be a
hacking.
way to disable.
Is
Is
there
there a
like-
mode where you can disable that?
Yeah, you
Or
don't. You
why
don't.
you can go into.
They if you're about to go into a if you're about to play online with
Cheats
someone who has cheats
disabled,
on, they'll
right?
say that they have cheats, so you can completely not go on with them.
So you can just go cheats disabled if you made your own.
No, they'll tell you before
Oh.
you go in with that
Oh,
person.
that's
Like this
cool.
person's using cheats. Do you want to play with them? You can say no, and then they won't go into your game.
Okay,
And then if you find someone that doesn't have cheats, they'll let them into your game automatically.
So, what I was gonna say actually, based off cheats, like in Grand Theft Auto 4, their way of using cheats was to open up the cell phone.
Yeah.
And see,
No,
when
this is the same thing.
I know in San Andreas, like you can do all that shit on the buttons, and I like even today I lost all. I don't know if the controller just sucks, which I think it does, but like
You have to press your buttons more firmly.
I do,
Dude,
but that's just
you keep wrapping up the controller. You keep wrapping up the.
So
You gotta stop doing that.
Next time at ANSI Games, I'm gonna buy a new PS2
Say,
controller.
Games-
Because he did the stupid thing where he
Give it
takes
to
the
me.
cord and wraps it. Why? I told you not to do that. To
I
wrap
just
the
did it so that
cord around
I
the
wouldn't
controller.
trip over the cord. That's how I get it out of the way. But okay, as I was saying, the
It's not
transition
arguable
from like
controller wire.
San Andreas to Grand Theft Auto in terms of cheats just didn't. I didn't like it. So like, say you're falling out of a helicopter at like 200 kilometers an hour in Grand Theft Auto, your character's not going to open up the phone just to get a jetpack. It's
That would
like
be awesome though.
I know. I mean, you could easily.
Please, for the love of God!
But then again, I don't even think that would have worked in San Andreas because if you're falling and you
Doesn't
don't
it
have
just
a
come from
parachute, you can. Like the jetpack will probably be on the ground, and you're gonna fall into the ground.
I know when you're in the sky and
Can
you're
you
trying to
actually?
get a tank out,
Can
it
you
comes
give yourself
below
a
you.
parachute
I'll
while
try
you're
it
in the
this
air?
year.
Because you can give yourself a parachute. I just don't know the code
Just
for
like
it.
pull it
So
out
if you're
now.
falling and then you put in the code, and then all of a sudden there's a parachute in the
Thank
back.
you for that. Actually.
Well, I found I can never save myself as I'm falling. I always seem to activate tanks when I'm falling, and I feel like maybe the tank will break my fall. It's like no, it really doesn't.
No.
No, just laying on some metal. It's even
You should
more.
have seen what they were doing earlier.
Yeah, it was great.
We actually went back to the Mad Dog mission that we were stuck
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
And Chris was like, okay, try taking a vehicle, putting it underneath, and when Mad Dog falls, he'll land on the vehicle. He'll break his fall. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a tank.
Why don't you
Dumbass.
stack tanks? Like make a tank.
So we
perfect.
unlocked the tank and we put it in the spot where we died. So we saw the patch of blood. We put it there, and as soon as we go to do the mission, and it does that same screen that says, "Oh, find a way to save him before he jumps," the tank was gone. So I was like, well,
And-
that didn't work.
And something will never stop. I paused it before, right as it said, do it before Mad Dog jumps. I paused it and then unpaused it. And then he saw at the bottom of the screen, go over there, use a pickup truck to save him before he jumps. He jumps and kills himself, and the pickup truck's actually there. He actually saw it for the first time. You're supposed to pick it up, park
But what
underneath,
sucks
and
is
make
that
him jump into it. But he still
In
keeps
the
jumping.
actual mission, like the pickup truck has boxes in the back for him to jump into.
Yeah.
The pickup truck that was there in the parking lot had nothing. So either way, if he would have fallen, he would have been like impaled by wood or something. Which sounds
Weird.
almost sexual, but it's okay because he's impaled by wood.
This is like a thing that you.
So I don't know
Me and
how.
me and Andy started it, and
Isn't it just nose?
Oh.
I know. Or
So wait,
My nose.
I don't know how we got. So we started a
My
different
nose.
conversation in itself.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
I was chatting about
who's-
Rock Band.
Who has? Okay, yeah. Yours game was Rock Band.
So I mean,
How
like,
did
yeah.
we jump to San Andreas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Started talking about.
I think it's because like games. And
Yeah, that was good.
But like,
Betrayal.
so like I have like 930 songs on Rock Band.
Woo! No
Which
one
is a lot.
cares.
And like, so I'll play it to kill maybe like 10 minutes if I have to go somewhere, and if not, I'll just play it with you guys like friends and like. Actually, the one thing I've always wanted to do with you guys and like record, like you know how we used to record Rock Band videos together?
Yeah, it was fun.
Like if we played Beatles Rock Band,
I think we should.
because like I think Beatles Rock Band would be
What,
nice.
man?
The one thing I've always wanted to do with you guys, I just died. I just
I always
died.
wanted to just take my pants off.
I knew that's what he was laughing about, but I wanted to keep going anyway.
Fellatio.
God.
Oh,
If you do the truth
Sorry about
table,
that.
how many blowjobs do you give and get? I give you, I give you, I give
What?
you. You give me.
I would not want to
you
receive.
Shut up, man.
That's just fucked up. Yeah, all right.
so I guess okay. So Rock Band.
Yeah, I guess you give and get 3.
I wanted to stop right when you said I give you. I'm like, no! You break it! No.
I'm gonna eat you, like.
You break it.
That's what it's called. We're talking about eating somebody. Why are we talking about sex?
No, that's not what it means at all.
That's not what it's called.
It
What?
can be called that. You eat out a girl.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
Wow, why are we talking about this?
Okay.
Shut up! This is something that needs to be solved. Do you understand how? it
Yes,
works?
I understand how it works.
You fucking dumbass.
Oh yeah. What have you
Big
done,
creepy smile.
Mister? I've done everything.
All right, shut up.
You're the one that
Shut
said
up.
that.
Shut up.
Guys, we're
Boys,
starting to cross
boys,
over
boys.
into personal territory here.
Yeah. It's not-
This after,
I'll
This is-
do
we're
this
talk-
on
Why-
camera, live.
after the podcast.
Why is it that Rock Band does this to you guys?
I don't know.
Seriously, anytime I bring up Rock Band, weird shit happens. Anthony, can you
Maybe
please
This
like-
game is cursed.
It's maybe
Super Mario Brothers 3 for the NES is a game that
Thank you.
Oh, there comes mom.
Let's stop the crazy.
I mean, I've always wanted to beat it.
Perfect. All your
So I've literally played Mario 3 to death, and I've yet to beat it. And that's the real problem is I want to play it more so that I can beat it,
But you're very mad that you don't. You
but
don't
I
want
can't
it.
beat it. I just suck.
Dude.
It's called tear.
So like ignoring you.
Ouch.
I know.
It's a bitch move.
Oh, by the way, Mom, this is Emily. Hello.
I'll introduce later.
Yeah,
During the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, Mario Brothers 3 is a game I've owned it all my life. Actually, we've owned it longer. Oh, no, that's yeah, we've owned it since before I was born. So like I've played it all my life, and I still play it, and I hate it because I can't beat it. And yeah, that's really.
I hate those games where you hate it. 'cause
You're
you
gonna
can't
be
beat
the
it.
angry video gamer. Could never
Ex-
beat Dick Tracy. Right?
There's
Yes.
a reason why you can't beat that. It's
Like,
Yeah, but at least Mario
impossible.
3 is well designed and well made.
Yeah,
I'm just like
And
when
has traces of the devil in it.
yeah, like I always get.
The funny thing though is I can agree with that, but I guess like with any Mario game, doesn't it get a shit ton harder as levels progress? And
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
That's
So-
what every game does.
No,
Mario
but,
does it really
but
well.
Mario
Mario does it
gets
really well.
harder, like a lot harder.
It gets a lot harder as you go on.
I love the way you said
Like,
this.
for the first couple minutes, it's not that hard. As you go on, you start to notice, gee, it's getting a little harder.
As I said it, I realized it. That's why I started to smile.
No, but just the way you said it's like it's gonna get like a lot harder.
Yeah, it gets a lot
Mario gets hard.
And then get to the point where you have this diamond cutter, and like,
Wow.
Literally like cut cheese with this.
Damn, could anything.
Oh my
diamond cutters
God.
are lasers.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Mario 3.
So that's
Yes.
I can't beat it. And I want to. And I'm gonna
I
keep playing it.
haven't mentioned anything yet.
For me, I know there are some like kind of a weak one is the Mario parties.
Yay!
I mean, I love
feel like
Mario
I've
Party.
seen Mario Party.
I love Mario
before.
Party, but especially Mario Party 8. I don't know. I think
Oh,
once you
Is that the Wii?
Have you
Once
played
you-
the old ones though?
yeah, I have. I played all of them.
Do you have any of them?
I have 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the GameCube.
I
I have
remember
1, 2,
4. I
3,
remember
and
4
4.
with the crappy yellow cover.
That's what I mean.
We had 4.
We
I
had
love
4,
those.
but we set it
What
back.
about 9? Have you gotten?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Can they change it, ruin it?
My
Yeah,
ex
9 is
and
way
I
different.
bought 9, played it, and it was the worst thing I've ever played.
It
and
ru-
it's
it
the
ruined
biggest
their
It
relationship.
ruined Mario Party for me, and
That's
we
what
brought
people-
it back the next day and returned it.
This is garbage. Give me my money back.
It was garbage.
Explain why it sucks so bad.
they-
For those
the
viewers
viewers out
know.
there.
I wish there was a law for that. That they make a game that's shitty, everyone buys it, goes back to give me my money back.
Sonic Free Riders. Angry Joe. Angry Joe did that.
The new Call of Duty.
So
why does Mario 9 suck so
Well, they
hard?
changed the turn base so that you're in this car and it's 4 people, and it's like, oh, well, if you're the leader, then you
We're
get to
working
direct the
together
car.
now.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just like
When I saw that, I was like, this
It's-
game is gonna suck.
I knew that it was gonna go downhill because on Mario Party 8 on the DS, when it was like the friendly coins, where it's like, oh, you're friends with Wario, so here you both get 5 coins. It was like, excuse me?
The
No.
problem.
I don't
Did
want
that
anyone to
freak
win with
do
me.
anything
That's
just
such
now?
a- that's
No.
such a
Why does he
bad
get half
thing.
my coins? And I knew that they were gonna continue with the whole like, oh,
Being
well, work as
pals.
a team and all of that. And I'm not sure it's because they switched the companies.
Maybe it's because they knew that like
They're trying
the
to
Mario
get something
Party.
towards kids.
What if like the Mario Party series was literally breaking friendships apart?
Well,
They-
it-
I
it
seriously
almost
think-
ruined me and
I
Chris's
seriously
friendship.
think
What? What
8
are
and
you
9
talking about?
Every time we play Mario Party, I hate all of you. And I
That's
want to
the
play
point.
it more.
That's the point.
I'm
Because you're
convinced-
against each other.
And when
Like,
we
if
all
need a
get some
free-for-all,
beer, we're all gonna
it's
drink
like
a
the
drunk.
funnest shit.
We're gonna play a
I'm
drunk.
convinced Mario Party is the monopoly of video games,
It
where it
is,
just
yeah.
like tears families apart. Because they're just like, you're like, okay, well I have an opportunity to steal this guy's star, and then you steal it, and
That's
then
a
you just feel
bitch
so
move.
betrayed. You're
I
like,
love
just
that,
fucking
though.
steal my star.
especially in Mario Party
We've
1
been friends for 10 years. What the hell's wrong with you?
For all we've been through together.
Yeah, I know, you steal my star? Like, what's wrong with you?
I gave birth to you. How can you steal from me? Sorry,
But yeah,
Mom, you
in
had a
Mario
star.
Party 9, also the boards are so weak and slow, just so slow.
Well, you're a car now. I mean, does it
It's
complement
not
the
even
car?
that. It's just like, even like the question mark spaces
Space,
and all of that, where you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, there's literally only one like for every hour you
God.
play, and then it's like, oh well, we're just gonna make the environments like poop stuff out every once in a
See,
while.
it
and
seems
make
like
interesting.
it seems like they actually plot it so that like probability-wise, it's very likely like.
It's all luck. The whole game is luck. That's the other crappy thing. It's at least in the other Mario parties, it was like you can be
can
decisive,
win
you can be an
minigames.
asshole,
It's
and be like,
skill.
yeah, exactly.
And it came down to whether ultimately it comes down to
So
who
they
wins
made
the
it-
video
they
game, or
made it
about
luck.
me.
They made it luck. It's
Then
all luck.
it's
It's
ruined.
literally roll the dice.
No one's gonna have fun
And
with
then
it.
yeah, and then they
If 4 to
decided to
8's
add.
the same way as the old ones, then
Yeah.
and that, it is right. You just everyone.
It is. It
after-
basically yeah. 4 to 8 is the same one.
Actually,
and then
yeah.
they all of a sudden give you like 3 different kinds of die. And so it's like, well, if you want to only move 6 spaces, you can do that, and we're just gonna make it incredibly easy on
You know
you
what's
to get.
funny?
And then you don't even get stars anymore. You just get mini stars. You don't get a star. It's like how many
What?
stars can you get?
To
And then-
add to one star.
Why are they
Yeah,
taking out
that's
the
the-
concepts in these games?
It's like they're
It's-
upgrading
This is like one
it
with
to making it
evolution sometimes.
shittier.
It just
It's
it,
like overcomplicates.
betrayal.
Overcomplicates
Okay,
things.
Again, this
What I
goes back to
talking
what I
about.
was saying about
Betrayal.
Red vs. Blue Pokemon. I think it's maybe that's their way of targeting a new audience or something. Because Mario Party existed in like
Well,
the
because-
90s.
But
Betrayal.
Will, there's something that I have to bring up here. Why change something
If it ain't
that
broke.
exactly?
Yeah.
If
I
it's
don't
so
understand
fun
that.
and people enjoy it, just upgrade it, make it better. Don't change it completely
Well, I mean-
so all your fans hate it.
Look at there's a lot of games that have come out in the last like few years that like they're considered reboots of the series. Like Deus Ex was a reboot in
Yeah.
itself, but it's a completely different concept than what the original Deus Ex was. And same with Syndicate. Apparently, Syndicate was like a RTS or something.
Yeah, I never
And now
played
it's
that.
like a fucking first-person shooter with dubstep music trailers and stuff like
Didn't
that.
even the new Mario Kart take shit because they're like, oh well,
You can
get
fly
half
and
the
swim
fans,
now. It's
Yeah,
like,
half the fans
what?
were like, oh, why
Yeah.
did they? Yeah.
What is it?
I
Mario Party
swear,
7?
like the
What,
first
Diddy Kong
half.
Racing
Mario Kart,
Kart
yeah.
7?
What? Sorry, did I say Mario Party?
Yeah.
It's okay, I meant Mario Kart.
I swear, like
No, I swear you said Mario
Go back to
Kart.
Mario,
No, you said
Mario
I
Party
said
9.
Mario
I swear
Party, yeah,
half
it's
the
like-
whole controversy of that was like Luigi wasn't even on the cover.
I was trying to get to that, and I was like, this is one of the things that I hate about journalism, specifically video game journalism sometimes. It's like, it's almost like entertainment stories when you see, Katy Perry and Russell Brand broke up, and that's an entertainment story for journalists. Because I'm a journalism student, so it's like when I see that, I literally like want to throw up on someone's face. So when I
agree,
saw,
I hate that.
yeah, so when I saw this thing from Mario Party 9 where it's like, oh, is Luigi in the game because he's not on the cover? It's like, of course he's in the game. Like they're gonna put him in. Why would they take him out? He's the brother of Mario. It's like, so what if he's in the cover? Maybe he just like didn't want to be there that day. Maybe he missed the
He
photo.
just didn't show up, yeah.
He just missed the photo.
Well, yeah,
shoot.
he was sick.
Yeah,
Luigi.
He was
In once
literally
in
like
30
Mario.
years, Luigi can get sick.
Yeah.
I think it's been 40 almost now.
They
since
can't
retired.
all be like
I mean,
completely fine every day.
he was-
I think
Fine,
Luigi's
Daisy.
just fine. They gave him his own game.
Was Daisy on that cover?
Yes,
Luigi's
Daisy.
Mansion.
Is Daisy on the
Is
cover?
Daisy on the cover?
If Daisy's on the cover, those two are banging in
They're
Luigi's
banging,
Mansion.
yeah. Luigi's New Mansion. They won in that contest and didn't enter. And then to kill people with Ghostbusters, it was awesome.
Okay, you got a little out of
Yeah.
control with that one.
So yeah.
The only redeemable quality of Mario Party 9 was that you can play as Shy Guy. Because I love Shy Guy.
Awesome.
Shy Guy-
I swear the only ones you can play is like
Wait,
Boo
that's all
and
they
Toad
introduced
and
after-
Bowser
No, they
and-
introduced Shy Guy and
I know I love
No,
Shy
no,
Guy.
but like they didn't introduce him any earlier.
I thought you played
What?
Boo.
The Koopa Troopa?
Who's
You
the
play as
pink?
Boo,
Who's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
tranny?
Really?
Oh, Birdo.
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 Yeah. Can you play as Birdo?
Yeah, he plays Birdo.
Wow.
Tranny.
So
I swear
No,
they
you
had
couldn't
Boo
play as
and-
Shy Guy before. He was just kind of there.
So
But you
they
couldn't actually use
kinda-
him as a playable character, but now you can. And
So
also,
wait up, how many characters do they even have?
they have like at
It's
least...
gonna be like
Gotta be more than
16 now.
They got rid of Bluebird, which is really disappointing to
Who
me.
else? Oh yeah.
Blooper was a character?
In Mario Party 8, yeah, you can play Bluebird.
Really?
I love Blooper.
Yeah.
All I know is Mario.
Hey man,
Mario
didn't understand
It's not
Blooper.
Dude,
It's like,
Blooper's
no.
been, dude,
Oh,
Blooper's been in
Yeah,
this
I
series
know,
since
they are
Mario 1.
Dragons.
That's like saying here you can
Mario
use like the
won.
fucking chain.
He's not
block
a
or
playable
chain-
character.
No, but he's
That's what I
been
loved
there.
about like
He's been there
Mario
helping out
Kart.
the team.
That's what I loved about Mario Kart Wii. They had like Dry Bones and they had no, they didn't have Shy Guy.
Didn't Double Dash have
They had
a plethora of
Koopa
characters?
Double Dash.
That was a great
cool.
game.
That was the
was-
best one.
That was
Okay.
amazing.
I love that one.
That was
I thought that was
so.
the series.
Yeah, but it really was.
It was a lot more creative because you can like customize your team.
You have a
any way
team
you
now.
could.
They all have special
that's the
items.
best.
Like I know I was a Diddy Daisy guy.
You can
That
make a
was me.
like a
Friggin' Bowser with a giant turtle shell.
And then you have like
really?
Baby
Like if
Mario.
you and your partner
with
get
them.
good enough,
Dude, and Waluigi with this bomb, he dropped that, someone they explode like 800 feet in the air.
And then as soon
land
as you got to the end of the game, you unlock Petey Pyretta and King.
Yeah, and then they have they
OP
get
is
all the
shit.
special. Well, they get any special. In the entire
OP
game.
is shit.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying, I can't remember.
I love Baby Mario's
I don't know.
freaking one.
We-
Chomp. Those are the best.
So yeah, okay. So Mario Party. It's a
the
game.
other one that I was gonna say if I can,
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
just for
dude.
me personally, was Tekken 6.
Okay.
When that first came out, me and my friends really.
You played Tekken.
I have it.
I haven't
Tekken.
played.
No,
any
I have-
Tekken.
Tekken's
Was there an
hardcore.
expansion to it?
Uh,
Red Switch?
Blood Vengeance is a movie.
Oh my god, great.
Tekken! Blood Vengeance.
I think there are a lot of those.
Flying robotic panda.
A lot of those sequels, once they hit like past like
But,
4 or
like-
5, like it's the same.
Well, I
shit.
mean, it was really fun at first, and 'cause
Did-
I do like fighting games, and Tekken and Soul Calibur are my favorites.
We did
Like,
discuss Soul
since,
Calibur in the
Soul
first
Calibur 5.
podcast.
The things I love about those
Shit,
games
I
is,
think I told you.
I think what I love about any video games nowadays is how much customization they can offer. That's one of the things I really get drawn to. What I loved about Tekken 6 was
But-
like how much you can customize the character.
It was fun, but at the same time, I feel that games are starting to get lazy with that.
They
That's
are,
one
yeah.
of their big things that
Yeah.
they promote now. They're like, oh, well, we can just customize everything, and we're
Which-
just gonna
yeah,
fall
which
back
is
on
also-
the
which is
story
also a-
and the
it-
character
it's
design.
also a drawback.
You know what? I think I understand what they're doing. I think it's because they know that they're popular and they know that they think they're going to make a great game. They think to themselves, why put so much effort? We already know millions and millions of people are going to buy our game
Well, exactly.
anyway.
So
Capcom.
it's
like
just
zombies,
like-
zombies.
Capcom.
So
It's
it's
like-
like even with Halo,
Capcom.
like now the new one, it's like you can spend half an hour just freaking customizing your suit, and, then you get distracted, and then you
Halo 4
don't.
coming out or something?
Halo 4 is coming
Yeah.
out. It's a different company. So
Halo
I'm-
4
I'm-
is actually a thing.
Yeah, I'm actually intrigued to see like
343
how
is
they're
doing
gonna
it, not
change.
Microsoft.
Yeah, I know, but still, that's terrible.
I don't think they're gonna change Halo that drastically, but they keep saying it's gonna be a different Halo game.
I don't know why they're just jumping to these conclusions to change games completely. Why not just upgrade it, make better graphics, gameplay, etc.?
Microsoft wanted to stop it, but
I think
343
I
wanted
think
to
the big
continue
deal
it.
of why
So
they're
that
focusing on
343 just took it.
customization is so like
But
in other games like
if
so
they
you don't have the
customize,
same
that's
character as
fine.
someone else.
It's really-
you want to be
But
as
so- but
unique
it's-
as possible
It's
to
sort
yourself.
of like with Mario Party 9. Like, why didn't they just keep it the same way? Customize more and just.
It's really hard to
know,
like
it's the same
keep a
concept,
game
right?
the same
They didn't even
and
have to
change it.
customize Mario Party because the
game
basis
formula
of what it
is
is
it is.
solid.
Just give it
stuff.
more minigames.
Yeah,
Mario
just
Party,
just
just give
change
it
the
more
minigames.
minigames.
Why not
More
have
minigames,
more
more
maps?
boards.
More boards.
And
Maybe-
have a
but
door.
just-
Why not
just
add some of the
introduce
minigames from the
characters. You
earlier
don't have
Yes.
to take it out just like every once in a
The
while.
mushroom platform one.
Or do like
The best
one
minigame
night
ever.
long shit.
What was it called again? Mushroom mix-up.
Yeah, mushroom stuff where he holds up a
Yeah.
flag. And
That was fun.
You die?
Like, that scared me.
Or like
Like-
the Shy Guys is A, B,
I used to-
and
I
you
remember
don't
I
get it,
used-
just boom, you're
I used to
done.
be such a pro because I used to like go on those mushrooms and stand as close to the edge as possible. So when someone tried to jump off, they'd bounce on me and then fall back off.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was like that was my plan, and then like I think that happened to you a few times. So you'ed be like, "Fuck you, Will." And
Yeah, it happened to me a few times.
I know I'd
suck at
always
driving
rage
games
when
in Mario
facing
Party,
you.
so
Yeah,
I just
see,
block
like those
people. I
indie
just hang
racing-
out in a corner, and then when they come around, I just come out and like block the
You're
crap
talking about
out
those
of
like
them.
indie racing like.
Yeah, they're
car
just like the
games.
circular ones.
I
that
never
they
understood
have.
it. It was like tilt the control stick almost.
Yeah, I
sideways.
couldn't do
It
it,
was
so I was like, I don't
no
know.
one can do that.
Yeah, it's like
I've never met a person
spin.
who's good at the indie racing
No
minigame.
one could do that.
It's stupid and I don't like its face.
What?
I guess maybe we should move on to Carter.
Yeah, Carter, what
I-
game do you hate but you still love and I hate?
The thing is, I'm kind of like the black sheep of this. I never really found a game that was like that. What I do know,
Sell out.
I'm taking back that hug now. I'm fucking age. No, I'm just, but what I thought is that I'm not really one that like plays the game too much and hates it. I'm more the guy that gets distracted. I think I have like a secret ADD.
Okay.
Whenever new games come out, I lose interest in the game that I'm already playing, go to a different game, and then I
You purchase
try
a lot
to
of
go back to
games.
it. I try to go back to the game, and
Yeah,
I completely
but
forget the controls.
Carter, I had the same problem.
No, no,
It even
like-
goes with regular things.
Have you
Playing
seen
doesn't
my
play the same shit
360?
as you.
No,
Have you
no,
seen
but-
my collection upstairs?
No.
I've seen you have like this many games. I have fucking 3 stacks of this. And that's just Xbox 360.
Like
A lot of those games you even play once and put it down, you never touch it again.
No,
and
there's
there's some
like
games on the
half the
shelf,
games-
like me, I still haven't opened yet.
Yeah, I have a whole shelf
Last
full of
June.
games I have not even
Some
opened,
games.
have not played, and then half the games on there I've beat. The other half I've played them for a few hours. I've stopped because new games came out or I got bored.
Yeah, I noticed this
So-
trend with you. Like a lot of those hack and slash games you buy, you purchase the game and then like maybe a month later, its like successor comes out, and it's like, oh, this one's out. I should probably buy it.
No, it doesn't come out like a month later.
Yeah, but that's what it feels like though. Like in a lot of the games, you
At
got
least
like,
I beat it by that time.
I'm just gonna add this time sequence. It's convenient for me.
like I don't know, like you jump from games like
Makes my argument sound better.
from what the game seemed like it doesn't have to be the same series, but like a lot of series, you bounce from like Dynasty Warriors to Virtua Fighter to Tekken to Soul Calibur,
I don't
and
know.
there's always a new game coming out for any of them.
I'm always like, I
Oh,
can never
finding
stay on
new
one
shit.
thing. I don't know.
I just had another game hit me. Is it cool if I are you done?
Is that-
No.
What's sorry? No.
What? How many games?
Okay.
Definitely.
I don't know what else I can
One.
talk about
Not
with
cool.
mine.
Yeah, you might as well.
You done?
I don't know what else I can talk about.
I have a special case with Skyrim. I literally played Oblivion to death, and I want to play more Oblivion, and therefore I don't want to play Skyrim for whatever reason.
I have to say something.
And then I took an arrow.
William?
I would use that.
No. No.
Skyrim's up in my room. I
Oh.
played that for a bit.
Yeah.
And?
Level 4 and I stopped.
See, I enjoyed Skyrim up
Did you get
until
first feet?
What?
That's D&D. Go for it.
so like I beat Skyrim. I beat Skyrim's main story, and of course there's gonna be like 2 million quests, like side quests and stuff.
I got to the point after I beat the first dragon. That's it.
At level 4, you're killing dragons?
Yeah.
The first dragon, you killed.
This is my issue. Dragons are hardcore.
You have like 6 people with you at that time, though.
Dragons are hardcore.
I love fighting
And I'm
dragons.
shooting with lightning. I'm just
Are we
like,
talking like a 6-year-old dragon, like a whelp?
No,
they
we're
never
talking
even
about, like,
specify it, do they?
dragons. Just
They never
call
even
them dragons.
specify the first dragon.
And they talk to you.
Dragons talk?
Yeah.
Well, you're dragon-blooded, so...
Because you are dragonborn, so like
What's
I don't
going
know,
on?
they
with
just
dragons
can- they
trying
kinda
to breathe
speak-
fire.
they speak English. It's almost like when you're at the airport. That's exactly what a dragon is like. It'll say something in English, and it'll say it back again in its own dragon language. So at the airport here, like Pearson or something, it'll be like English, blah blah blah, and then it'll be like in French.
French, yeah.
Yeah. So this is exactly what it's like to talk to any dragon in the game.
That's
It's
stupid.
literally an airport.
You're stupid.
I
Mom's
know.
giving us like a weird look.
So Skyrim is to airports.
Dragons are.
Or yeah, dragons are to airports. As I actually nothing. I have nothing.
All I said is like I pretty much played
Dragons
Skyrim.
communicate like airports.
I wanted to play as many things as possible because I was doing a bunch of side quests. So I was doing like Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild at the same time. I was already the archmage of my like College of Winterhold thing, so I was like, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty decent shit. And then all of a sudden, my game decided to start lagging. Every single time I turned it on, like I would be running, and then it'd be stop, and then I'd be in front, like maybe like a few steps where
I
I,
haven't had
was.
that problem.
So I'm gonna guess if I was fighting a dragon and it starts to breathe fire, and then the fire stops, I'd be dead. Like in the next like the next frame, I'd be dead.
But
So
yeah,
that's why I put the game down because I was like, I don't know if I really want to go back to this.
that's me. I don't
Yeah.
know,
So
Is that everybody
Yeah.
sated
Yeah.
with that?
yeah.
So just
Yeah.
close it up now. We're gonna talk about
So yep, our final thoughts. We're gonna talk about what game everyone's playing right now, and in Carter's case, he hasn't played. many
Actually,
games, so
I gotta go
guess we'll
back
let
on
you-
that. I gotta go back on that
So you
because I
haven't
bought
played?
Kingdoms of Amalur
who is
yesterday.
that?
It's actually pretty good. I know that people are comparing it a lot to Skyrim. They shouldn't compare it to Skyrim. Two
Well,
completely different games.
The only reason they're comparing it to Skyrim
It's
is
because it has RPG
they came-
elements,
They
but
came
like-
out around the
It's
same
got
time.
RPG elements.
RPG elements.
Okay,
It's not.
Kingdoms
it's
of
not
Amalur
like,
came out like a month or maybe a few weeks after Skyrim came
Yeah.
out. So at that
and it's got one of the
At that time, they
they
were
were
already-
Guardians helped create it, and it's got.
at that time they
Tom
felt the
Cruise
need to kind of compare it to Skyrim because
Yeah,
everyone
but,
was
like,
kind of like
there's
balls
no
deep in
reason-
Skyrim at
Yeah.
that point.
There's no need to compare it to. I compare it more to Fable.
Yeah,
To be honest, its fighting system is actually like Fable, except better.
Okay,
that's
And
good.
it's like-
that's good.
This
Whenever I
game-
hear like Fable but good,
This
I
game
like it.
is like Fable, but better.
Okay, that's awesome.
The only
Because that's
thing,
what Fable needs. That's what Fable needs.
No,
Fable
the-
needs to be better.
the only thing about it is that Fable, the NPCs and all that, they're boring as shit. No,
Oh.
you're not getting anything out of them.
Awful.
And this one, in Kingdom of Amalur, they actually have people that, they actually give useful information. But the problem with that, I have to go with Angry Joe on this, nothing's that memorable.
About
I-
kingdoms.
Like the story. Like
It
I don't
is.
want to sit through it.
Yeah,
Everything is so like I'm like they give you there's options there. Just press X to skip, and I'm
And
just
you
trying to
just-
read this shit. I'm like,
you know, if you were Chris Husman, you'd be pressing that button.
no, I am every single conversation. I'm just like,
That's why you would hate a game like Kingdom Hearts. Because honestly,
Well, no, there's a lot of good
so
reasons
much
to hate Kingdom
dialogue.
Hearts.
but
well, yeah, like literally.
So much
cutscenes will
dialogue
last-
with Goofy and Donald and fucking Squall. Like,
But like a lot of their cutscenes would literally last like 5 minutes, and then for some reason they switched from like cutscene to like text cutscene,
I don't know why.
and that's annoying. I don't like that.
I
I'm just
don't
like you might
They
as well
ran
just be
out of
saying it.
I don't know, but I still,
movie, not a game.
I've still just started Kingdoms of Amalur. I'm only like
So my
level
friend
5. I've only level 5, so I haven't gotten that far. I heard that that everything in the game takes like over 200 hours.
That's
So
stupid.
even on like
long,
easy,
though.
they got a shitload
really?
of stuff.
That's stupid.
But,
what I
but
heard.
with a story that you don't care about, what's gonna make you even do all that?
Right?
Shit?
See,
I really
That's
feel like
me,
it's just
that's
like
my
grinding
opinion.
out.
I like
I feel like I just want to grind out all of the work together and just like get to the top.
No, right?
I already know.
I don't know. There's that.
Sorry, I'm yawning. It's contagious.
I know. I'm over here.
I'm
God
sorry.
damn it, Chris.
Sorry.
I haven't yawned yet, so it hasn't gone.
Just look at me when I yawn. And
Did Haley yawn? Oh,
She doesn't yawn.
Mom, did you
But
yawn?
other than that, William was saying how I wasn't playing games.
Mom,
Before I bought Kingdoms of Amalur, I bought Battle Royale. It's
He
not,
was
it's
gonna-
not a
he was
game.
gonna talk about
It's a
Battle
movie
Royale.
because that was one. This is a movie that's like my new love movie.
Battle Royale?
Yes, I love this movie.
Oh.
One of our
Yeah,
writers on the
yes.
site did a kind of review of
And
the
that was
movie.
that's when I first heard it. I'm like, I kind of want to see this
Because
I want to.
it just recently came out on Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah, it came out.
It originally wasn't
on
here in.
it just came out in
America.
March, and I was with Mom and I was with our mother, Joanne Key, and we went over to Walmart.
Said her name.
And I'm sorry, I have to. But and I was looking through the section. I'm like, I wonder if this movie's here, and it's right at the end of the shelf, and it's like Blu-ray. Gotta get this game. Movie, my bad.
A
I'm just like,
lot of
I'm
what I
getting this
read,
movie.
now my friend's piece was that apparently Hunger Games is very similar to that.
No, but that's what I say. I'm looking
apparently
at
Hunger Games
It's not
kind
even
of
based
looking
on
at
a
it.
similar.
no, because
story
I'm
to
looking
it.
at this stuff, and people are comparing this thing, and what I've heard is that the only real similarities is the fact that they kill each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only real similarity.
So it's like the Warriors.
Yeah, that too.
So it's like the Warriors.
well, because it's a more mainstream thing.
No.
It's like
I'm
that's
literally
why-
saying things where they kill each other. So it's like 300.
So Teresa's seen
No.
Hunger Games.
So it's
I think
like.
Battle
Stop.
Royale
Oh,
is the
God.
same thing.
Yeah, Battle Royale. One of my friends was
Thank
telling
you.
me, one of my friends in my class, Humber, he was saying it seems more like it's compared to The Running Man. I've never seen that movie, but
I thought the Running Man was a show.
I don't know.
Running Man. Okay.
Running Man?
I don't-
Chris,
I don't
Running
know.
Man?
Seems like more of an
I've
80s.
never heard of this, so I'll probably look it up.
Your friend's lying.
I don't know. He's.
Sack of shit.
Your friends
I
don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, I
Better
love this
stop hanging
movie.
out with that boy.
So yeah,
So
Carter-
it's because but like I love this movie. I want to watch it. Maybe you guys can watch it with me.
Yes.
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 She's down.
Emily says yes.
So down.
Just like the
I'm-
Warriors.
Yes.
Watch the you can watch the Warriors and Battle Royale back to
Can we
back.
Best
War on the
night
Warriors?
ever.
Yes.
Oh, cult films. So great.
No, Battle Royale is not called film. They had
It
a
seems
sequel.
like-
They had a sequel in 2003.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
They
the-
were good. They wanted to reboot the Warriors. Did you hear about that?
Oh my god.
Oh, I hope they don't.
No.
Well, okay. What they were gonna do is they were gonna make it like modern day gangs.
No.
Paige has it.
He wasn't in that movie. No.
No,
You're thinking of
no.
Roadhouse. Okay, no, the Warriors.
I
They
thought
wanted
you
to
were
make
gonna say
it. They wanted to make it like.
You're talking about remaking.
He was in Outsiders.
You're making
Yeah, but
Oh,
Outsiders
okay.
big greasers and socials. That was.
Yeah, that was.
That
Yeah,
was a
Outsiders.
different movie though.
Yeah, that was elementary school.
Yeah.
But like the Warriors had like the game was awesome, and it's
That
up on my
was.
top 5 list. And but I mean like a modern day movie would just suck because it's gonna. They said that they would interview people like the Bloods and the Crips. And I was like, no,
God,
I don't want to see a movie.
no.
I don't want to see a
No.
movie with like 2 gangs and
Oh,
everyone
God.
knows. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
It's not
no.
like that at all. Because like
Then it's just gonna be an easily predictable love story. That's what I feel it's gonna be.
No,
Or they'll just be swearing at each other the whole movie and pointing guns.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
stupid.
no.
But yeah.
They'd all seem the exact same.
But I mean, like they've been talking about this since like 2008, and I
At
don't
least
think
That's the thing.
it's-
Every gang in the Warriors has such a unique
Yeah, they were
identity.
so
it's
different.
so genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can like
And even in the game too, they expand on that,
boppers
so
to
you can play
hi
as
hats to moonrunners to
the electric
warriors
eliminators.
to rogues. So
Everyone is genius.
Ah.
It's genius.
You know what gang? You know how they had the few minor
I don't know if that's how we
gangs?
should start a sentence.
So you know how the few minor gangs they had in those in that game?
Yeah.
They had like
The
ones
Jump
that
Street
you
Boys.
don't even see
Like
in
the
They
cops?
had like the Panzers. The ones you don't even see in the game. You
Yeah.
can't play as them. There's like the Panzers, the
The Warriors is the
lightning
only game I
guys.
ever 100%ed.
I want to see
I
like the.
said
I don't think
yellow
100% of the Warriors.
Yeah, I literally grinded
didn't.
so hard.
I
I
didn't.
knew it was a game I could do it.
You know what I
And,
couldn't
like-
do is the
Arcade?
working out bit in the like main area. I can't get like all the chin ups. I don't. Is it a rhythm
I was
thing?
surprised that you can't do chin-ups.
I swear it's
I
like you
can't do chin-ups.
press the button the faster you
Yeah, you
can.
gotta like that's what it is. And I did that.
I don't know. Maybe if
So
I tried
it's called
again.
button mashing.
I probably busted my X
Get a
button
turbo
trying to do it.
controller. But
I think the Warriors can be safe for a different well, we still kind of start.
yeah,
talking
but
about
like
it.
I don't know. Battle Royale. I want you guys to watch this with me.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
She's
Oh,
in
thanks.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm
Chris loves that movie too.
Chris.
Wild Tick. He's like,
Oh,
great
thanks.
movie.
He's
He's like-
last name.
I'm just like Battle Royale. Love this movie. Chris, like first comment, he's like, amazing.
Chris is
I'm
like,
just
you
like-
know what? I
I'm
love
just
you
like,
and I want to get in your
yes.
pants. Is that what he said?
No,
Well,
I'm gonna go back.
He just
No,
said
but like-
yes, then no.
no. But after
Oh,
after
you
this
would.
movie, I keep thinking to myself that I'm secretly Asian. All
No,
the
I think
Asian
you
stuff-
know if you're Asian.
No, like all the
He
Asian
is.
stuff
He
that I
draws
like,
like an Asian.
all the Asian things that I like all the anime and all that.
I feel like we're getting into a racist
No,
topic.
no, I'm sorry.
Damn!
I'm sorry, but
Sorry?
after I'm sorry.
Can't even repeat it.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I never said anything.
And of course you did. Well, she's laughing.
What are you
about something.
talking
What
about?
did you say?
Want me to type it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want
And then Carter won't know.
I can't
Don't
say
want
it.
to-
Did you go like long bong or something? Oh, you
Wow!
fucked up.
He draws.
Yes.
He draws. Like.
Wow, he draws like.
Wow.
I don't-
Right?
I'm not even.
I really feel like we're on a racist topic here, and I don't want to talk about it.
It's not
You know what? No, I'll
racist.
cut this out now.
It is
not
racist if you say all Asians draw a certain way.
No! I
I
don't
will
mean it
cut
like
this
that.
If this is gonna bring up a racist conversation, I'm cutting this out right now. Okay,
I would
stop.
appreciate it if you did
I'll stop
personally.
it. I'll stop
Silence.
it.
Let's move on to Emily.
What game have you been playing?
It's Mentium on the DS.
Ooh.
It's Mentium, which is really
Who
good.
made that game? Konami? Konami make
it?
I want to say Konami made it because it's like it reminded me so much of Silent Hill.
I didn't know this game existed.
It is like Silent Hill, but see, that's its weakness, is that I think it is trying to be like Silent Hill, at least in the environments, but
Yeah.
it's a little weak on the environments, but the actual...
I feel like it's a DS quality kind of thing. Though.
It is, it's
Maybe.
very good for the DS,
Yeah.
like graphic-wise especially, but I really like Dementium just because of the story right now. Just the whole nostalgic of being in a crazy hospital and having to find your way.
Especially if it's a horror game.
Yeah,
That's where you
especially,
go.
right? Like, you can't
Yeah.
go wrong with that, really. And some people would argue that it's really lazy that they keep using that environment, but I like it. I don't know, it's just pure nostalgia for me, because it's like your first horror game is always going to be, like, graveyard, hospital, or, like, some, like,
Oh, hospital
stuck in,
for
like,
sure,
wake up
yeah.
in someone's murderer's basement or something, have to get
Yeah.
yourself out.
And like that's what Silent Hill like we used a lot of stuff. So I mean the hospital was the main thing because that's how they could actually put out those nurse
Yeah.
the nurse enemies were like a consistent
And even
thing.
Dementia, man, their bosses are hard. Like, I hope I don't just suck at this game, because even the first boss took me a day.
Well,
a
hey,
day
I
to
keep thinking.
orchestrate myself around. I think I suck a little
You suck a
bit,
little bit.
but it's
Hold on. Now
Is that
Andy
normal
said
to me?
with his things digital devil stuff. Whatever he's playing on his DS, it took him a full 24 hours to beat one boss, one encounter.
Remember that boss I was complaining
So,
about in?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, this thing
He
the
sucks
first
too,
boss,
I don't know.
The first boss is this like mutated butcher thing with this giant like
See
again
now I feel
trying
like
to
that's a rip off from Silent Hill.
I was just
Origins.
gonna say, trying to like do it again.
'Cause,
and
yeah, that
they
was
don't
the
do it
boss
as
in
well.
Origins.
But still, like this thing just rushes you so fast. Like, you enter the room and it's just like, brrr.
And okay, so I know
Sounds like
this
when I entered the room.
I know this isn't a horror game, but I'm going to mention it anyways because I'm stuck on this boss now and I had to start the game over. For Deus Ex, the first boss in that game.
Are you trying the stealth run still?
No, I actually went the
I
action
swear you
run.
can go through like a whole.
So the
power
first
run.
boss is literally one of those augmented fools, but he's like the Terminator. That's what he feels like to me. He's got a Gatling gun arm and everything. And when I first went through, I went through the stealth route. So of course I was lacking weapons, and my main weapon was a tranquilizer. And so basically, I spent the whole match running into like corners to pick up weapons that were there. And even so, this guy was fucking like strong. And it was one of those traditional settings where it's like, oh, explosive canister right here.
Yeah.
You want him to walk
And
as
it's like, I
close
wonder
to it
what
as
I'm gonna do with
possible.
that.
But like, literally every half a second, he would pause and then shoot his gun
Can
again.
I just? That's like Nemesis or
Nemesis and
in the Resident Evil, like on the Resident Evil 2, right? On
Three.
the
3 was
Three.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
But okay, who was Resident Evil 2 on the Dreamcast?
I think that was.
Who
William
was the guy
Birkin.
that just like all of a sudden went through the walls?
William Birkin.
It was him, right?
He had the giant eyeball.
It
on
was,
his thing.
yeah, it was him. Oh my god, that was the greatest boss ever. The most random encounter boss. Because I remember going through that hallway the first time and you finally discovered that door after you go through, like, the crows. You finally, like, get your way through the crows and then you just turn around and then it's, like, a second later you're just through the wall and you're like, oh my
likes
god!
to do that.
What's an outbreak?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Resident Evil likes to do those scenarios where you're getting chased by bosses.
But
and
they
you
do
can't
it well.
Yeah, like in Outbreak 1, the last level, you're getting chased by Thanatos. What's his name? Thanatos?
Yeah, Thanatos are.
Before he gets like blown up.
And you know exactly when he comes in because as soon as
the music changes drastically.
It's
and you're like,
there
this music.
was no music change.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it was just this guy's through a wall and chasing you and you can't do anything about it. Because I tried to stay behind and actually fight him and I was like, it's just not gonna happen.
What's weird about the design of Thanatos though, before he got blown up, is like it literally looked like this really tall black guy who played basketball, and he kept chasing me. He was wearing this like speed. He was wearing speedos, and his heart was on the outside of his body. It was weird.
What?
That's why I was glad that he was blown up a few times.
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah, but you played the game. Like,
I've never played it. I'm talking about his heart's outside.
but you beat the game too, right?
But like, it's kind of
No.
creepy. If
you beat.
if you're
Outbreak.
one of if you're not
Outbreak.
one of those
They're
people,
supposed to
hold on,
have
hold on.
No,
if you're not one of those people who's like adapted to like the
Yes.
Resident Evil games and you know what's gonna come,
I get so
you don't,
scared.
if you don't know what that's gonna come,
It's
and
awesome.
basically you're running away from the bosses. As soon as you hear that music coming, you know he's in the room. You gotta
Yeah.
run like shit. You're like, oh
But even
god.
that starts to like the music just even is like, oh my
It's
god.
like-
Well, because you
Count.
build. You don't
I'm
see
so
him
scared
behind
to
you.
walk through
And then
this
there's like the
door.
one part where you have to get close to him to get one item from him that's
Yeah.
on him. So you
There were a few games I think Resident Evil 2, 3, and Dead Aim, which was that
Yeah.
rails. I don't know what the rails shooter. How
I don't
you
know
guys
if it's
think?
a
Their final bosses all had a very similar thing, where it's like you face them in one form, they mutate to a second form, and then they mutate to this fucked up
Well,
big
it's
ass
like the
blob.
liquors.
Yeah, liquors. Like,
These things are awesome.
oh, liquors are awesome. It's like sex in your mouth.
I was just gonna say.
So you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
know what you're talking about.
So yeah, Dementium. I don't know why
Yeah.
we got to Resident Evil.
Mentions.
At least we have shit to talk about now.
I agree.
We were having trouble at the beginning, but it's like okay.
So all my topics were lame.
So Anthony, what did you?
Whatever. I've been reading. I've been reading A Song of Ice and Fire.
What is that?
Oh, that's the Game of Thrones series.
Okay.
Yeah. So
They're, when
Yeah.
when is the Game of Thrones game coming out? I hear they're making
Series.
one.
Yeah, I think they're making. Yeah, they're making.
They're making
some
a
sort
Game
of,
of
they're making the Game of
DLC.
Thrones game. I'm
When
not.
is the DLC thing?
I'm not
What
interested.
are you gonna
It's
do
gonna
with that?
suck.
What are you gonna
You'll
do
play.
with
You'll
that?
probably play like John. Like you'll play John.
Here, guys, let's chat.
John is the only character we're playing.
Because there's a lot of chatting in
What?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, in Game of Thrones.
Incestuous
Yeah, it's
chatting,
just
that's all it is.
incestuous political.
And wit.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If literally, if they made a game where you were just talking as Tyrion,
Well, their
That would be
options are
good.
gonna be like use your wit or sleep with your sister.
That'd be like a lot of TV shows. Like I don't know. Like,
but I don't know. I don't know how the game's gonna
Family
work.
Guy?
I'm not interested in it at
like
all.
Family Guy, the video game sucked. It's like they usually only talk in that game, except for the chicken fights.
But yeah, I've been doing that. I'm gonna play Pikmin now. Now that
Alright.
school's out.
Very good.
And we need to get back to Digital Devil Saga
Yeah, we really do.
because we need to beat that.
Yep.
that's your thing?
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, my main game that I went back to after like maybe like 4 or 5 months was the Darkness one.
Nice. How
So
Yeah.
mixed
I wanna
bag.
play it. Yeah, mixed bag.
Definitely mixed bag. But like it's got elements that are really good, but it's got elements that are really shitty. I mean, I can list some. I can list some of them now. Like it had an awesome soundtrack. I really enjoyed the sound. Have you played Darkness?
No, I want to.
Yeah, like it had a really awesome soundtrack.
I was gonna ask on the TV. What was the one movie you watched the entirety of? I heard
To
you
Kill a
can.
Mockingbird.
Yeah, you can watch the entire Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird on the TV with your
I love
girlfriend.
that movie.
Oh man, actually that reminds me. And I should have. If I had played Darkness Live, this would have been so good because I had done this glitch. Apparently, this really weird glitch. And like at the end of the game, you got this girlfriend, and like you're sitting on the couch with her, kind of like in this cinematic moment, and you can actually turn like make out with her and shit like that. And like at any point in the time, you can actually choose to get up and walk out of the room and just leave.
Wow. That's not
And
a glitch though.
At one
You do
point,
that.
I actually stayed there the whole time, so I got the achievement of like, oh, I'm such a nice fucking guy or something. But like, when they turned the camera around, my character had no head. And I'm sitting there going like, what the fuck happened to him? I'm like, where did his head go? And so I had to like restart, because I was like, I must be dead or something. Because like I couldn't move, it was stuck on the screen, just focusing on me watching TV like this with no head.
That's messed up.
But I mean, like, I don't know, just one of those early
Pay
game
for watching TV.
one of those
with your
early game
girlfriend.
glitches that never happened. But like, yeah, like so like obviously I like the soundtrack. I like the story as it developed. I didn't like that your character ran really slow. I didn't.
Run speed is
A lot of the
very
controls
cool.
are a little odd. So I mean, like the fact that the objective meters were in the inventory slot, where like the objectives would show up. It would say objective updated. You don't have a map HUD on your screen, and you're walking through the streets of New York trying to figure out where to go. But the only way you know what your next objective is to press start, go to your inventory, and it's sitting in your inventory. That was the biggest piss off ever, because I didn't realize that until one day I was sitting there going like, okay, what's my next, like, where the fuck is, and it's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, whoa, what the fuck? It's like, why is this here? Who developed this fucking game?
And then you looked at who developed the game.
2K games. Oh man. So I was like, yeah. I mean, I gave it a 7 out of 10, which I feel like was a fair score. Yeah, like it had awesome like voice acting as well.
Yeah, the
Great
voice acting is really good in that series.
The guy who played the voice of the darkness was the lead singer of Faith No More. It was kind of funny. I didn't know that until after I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh, I didn't see that connection.
What?
Are you touching my thing again?
Wow, really?
So yeah, Darkness. That's what I played.
Yeah.
And then like on and off Deus Ex, Silent Hill.
Deus Ex. Why?
Yeah.
I always have to do that whenever I hear the word Deus Ex. Deus Ex.
But I don't really want to go into those games because we kind of touched on them a few times.
Yeah.
So let's go
Chris,
into
what are you
Chris.
playing with?
I just started playing San Andreas last week again.
Oh, you're doing. Are you
Yeah,
starting from the top?
yeah,
from
actually-
the top?
Yep, all the way from the beginning and actually sticking to the storyline. It's pretty actually epic, and that is my favorite GTA now out of all of them. I don't
Really?
care. Graphics for GTA 4, you know, good like you said. I mean, just whatever. I don't know, like graphics don't
Outlandish
make a good
characters.
game.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Absolutely, thank
and
you.
GTA San Andreas had good graphics,
But it did
And they
have
had
shared
a lot of-
problems, which I guess at the time people accepted because it was like a Grand Theft Auto game.
Well, it's still fun. They actually expanded on things, trains, planes. That shit wasn't in
And automobiles.
GTA 4.
Yeah. And I think swimming too. Was that the first game you can swim in?
Oh, I believe it is.
And then they even had the harvester, where you run over people and their bones and shit spits up the back.
Yeah, but that's not one of those
That was
standout points in the
San
game.
Andreas, but-
That was so awesome.
That was awesome.
You
Well,
okay?
that's what Chris is playing.
Okay.
And
So,
on and off
alright.
magic. That's about it.
Okay.
There's a new set coming out for Magic.
Oh, really? When?
May. Sometime in May.
Maybe we can talk about Magic in the next podcast.
Yeah, actually, I'd be down.
I love you.
I'll be too. You're my favorite.
I'm actually really excited about this
It
new
doesn't look like that fun a set, to be fair.
one. No, I'm talking about the new. Wow.
Podcast?
How many? No, I'm talking about the decks.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh.
I don't know anything about that.
Alright, so that's it for games.
That's it for that, yeah.
We can talk a bit about our summer plans. That's kind of our last thing.
Oh, I'm just hanging out with these guys.
I'd like to hang out with you guys more during the summer.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
definitely.
we say what's happening?
And work.
Alright, as of tomorrow, we're going to be gone in Cuba for a week, so the site's going to be unmanned and everyone's going to be responsible for their own stores. It's going to be fucking great.
Do
It's
I,
gonna be-
if I publish something, do I still save it as a draft?
No,
Well, wait, what?
if you feel comfortable with your own spelling and grammar,
Oh god.
publish it.
Oh
But
god.
if not, send,
I'll draft it. I'll draft it.
well, no, send it to someone. You can just email, because like,
I swear Silvio's supposed to be keeping track of the site.
he's keeping...
Silvio's got
No, so he's
seniority
keeping,
over me?
no, he's keeping track of the Facebook page.
Oh, okay, alright.
You're so offended.
I am!
Who's keeping track of the site then?
No one. That's what I said. Everyone's kind of responsible for their own stories.
Oh,
I kind of
God.
trust that not everyone has terrible
You know
spelling.
Will.
Oh yeah, Will.
2.0.
Will's fucking
I'll do my
bad.
best to monitor it if you want. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like
It won't be like I won't run it as well as you.
I feel like it's gonna be really quiet because usually I try to do something at least once every other day or once
Yeah.
a day if I have time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys might have time to do. So you still have an exalted thing you want to post.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to post those as much anymore just because I'm
I
so
feel like you should be
disappointed how
doing a
those
review
ended.
of Magic 2012 or whatever that game was that you have.
You should buy it and play with me.
No, I'm asking you
Yeah,
to do a
haven't-
review, Chris.
You haven't exactly told us what happened to those. Actually, this is something after
Oh,
podcast.
Exalted or?
Yeah, after podcast.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure, man. Whatever. We'll talk about whatever.
but
we can
like
talk
some-
about, like,
No, I mean like what happened in those last. This is after podcast.
okay, whatever.
I guess like when we come back from Cuba, there's probably a lot of things we'd want to do for the like related to the site.
Weren't we talking about racing through a game, the four of us?
Yeah, that's something I mentioned to Carter. Like, remember how like a few years ago we mentioned if we four-played some games like Heavy Rain or Marvel
Yeah.
Ultimate Alliance.
We still gotta do
So wait, we obviously have to.
Which is
We
a
obviously
great
have to.
game, by the way.
Which one?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yes.
Really fun.
So we obviously have to
Which
do
one?
something where his game
Both?
is going
Both?
through. So wait, like a
Okay.
story-based
Okay.
game?
Two a bit better.
I like
Wait,
it.
well, story-based game all the way through, and shit like.
Okay, Heavy Rain's a story-based game.
Yeah.
But it's
full
like a
story.
really more, it's
Like,
more
what other types
cinematic
of stuff you
story-based
wanna
game.
do?
It's very
There's 4
cinematic.
characters.
Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party would be
Badass.
cool. We don't have to.
I fully trust us to do both.
But these are games. These are things that we don't have to live stream.
At least we'll be
'Cause there are
giving you the
things
chick in Heavy Rain. We're giving you the chick.
Yeah, you be female.
And you, who? Wait, who's gonna be the chick?
I was the private eye.
Wait, you're the alright,
I
that means
thought you were
I'm
gonna be fat.
Isn't he the?
Wait, are you big guy?
I'm big guy. I thought big
Okay,
guy.
alright,
He's
I'm the guy with
80s.
glasses and cool
No, I'm in
shit.
Jaden.
I'm
FBI.
I get
Your
to play
wife
with the
left you
cool.
and you're responsible for the death of your son.
Dude, I get to play with the cool. Yeah.
You're on drugs.
Yeah.
I eat babies.
I'm a girl.
You got molested in dreams.
We all got our
I
problems.
played 10 minutes of Heavy Rain and I know all that.
Depressing
more
my
father.
son. My son,
Yeah.
Jason, dies.
Oh,
We all got our problems.
So
you're on
Heavy Rain,
drugs.
and then the last one was the new Super Mario Brothers. I think.
Oh,
It's
we
something
have to
talked
play
about.
that.
Oh god.
The three of us
Kill
have played it,
us.
I think.
Super-
And
Wait,
We all hated
why
each
don't I
other.
for the Wii, the one where
Because
you
you
can
guys are
be
so
giant
inferior.
Mario and like crush two. It's like the side
throw each
scrolling.
other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta play
We're
that.
coming up with a sequel, by the way.
New Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Okay.
New-
Why don't they
New-
just make a new like Smash Bros? That should be amazing. Besides the PlayStation,
There's a lot of
They
games you
are.
can play.
they're making a new Smash.
Don't they do one every
Wii or a
console
new
now?
system?
Wii U and 3DS.
Yeah.
They're gonna see if they can
Go
try to
read-
put them together.
we're not
So
gonna
they're
talk
not
about
gonna
it.
they're not gonna put a Wii. Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
We'll see
yeah.
when it-
Chris.
we'll see what happens when
Chris.
it happens.
There's a post. You can read the post
Okay, thank you.
on the site. It's
Yes.
there.
Again.
But
That's it there.
what else was I gonna say? There's a few like
Um,
LAN party things we could talk about. Maybe some events for the site, like people come together, like
Oh, like a meet and greet for everybody who doesn't really know each other. Like there's
yeah,
people on here
and
that
like
I don't know.
people. Problem is we can't do it here because this place is too fucking small.
Yeah, we can't do it at my place because I don't want all those people in my house.
What happened?
I won't say the reason.
Oh,
Everything's spicy for you.
mommy.
Dude.
What is? I love you.
Alright, whatever. Whatever about your love.
So, yeah.
Podcast.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching episode 3. I can't believe we're already doing episode 3. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've actually 3 straight months. We all did one. You've no
And
idea.
all 4 of us have been here for every month.
Which is
Yeah.
pretty
Let's
bad.
keep it up, boys. Let's keep it up.
We got this. I think we're
And
good.
well,
I like
thank you for
toast
sitting in on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
been fun.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
you can check us out
It's some
anytime
funsies.
at our new domain name. So it's not .wordpress anymore. It's gta-gamers.org. Ooh, follow.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. We'll check it out.
Sweet.
And as well, we have a Facebook fan page called GTA Gamers, and on YouTube we are GTA Gamers channel because we're awesome. Because nothing else.
Is GTA Gamers taken?
Yeah.
What the hell? I'll probably Grand Theft Auto channel that sucks.
Grand Theft Auto Gamers. Fucking bastards. So
I
yeah,
hate you.
that's pretty much it. Okay, and then yeah,
That's
See
it
you
for that. eh?
guys.
yeah, and then we leave Pat at the end because that's what we do. Because I have to edit this later. Oh my god.
Right.
Oh my God.
So it's over, and
It's over, and then I
Yep,
have to
it's
turn
over.
it off. Oh my god.
That's it.